Yo, 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 what is up? It's Blood Money MMA Bets with my boy, Johnny K. Picks. And together, we make Defend Your Units. How you doing tonight, Johnny K?
Oh, buddy, I am pumped up for this card. You have no idea. Charlie Olive's fight week. Here we are. Woo! I'm going to say this right now, guys. There will be no Charlie Olive slander in the chat. I don't want to see it. Because if you're just going to dog him, get out. Seriously, but you can stay, but get out.
Boza will be in here talking that smack. He's been waiting.
But man. But yeah, I can't wait for this card. I already have like 8 or 9 bets in, so it's gonna be fun. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
There's so many good fights, man. It's crazy. I think 11 current or former champions. 11.
Yeah, I think it was 12. Yeah,
and just craziness, dude. Every single fight. The first fight of the night is Davison Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt.
That would have been a better main event than last week.
Yeah, that could have been a good
fight night. Why didn't that happen in fucking St. Louis?
No shit. They go, hey, we give you Derek Lewis and Rodrigo Nascimento. The most it has no meaning in the world of MMA.
Why do we have to get the dumb heavyweight main events like last time too? We got Curtis Blades and freaking Chris Dawkins.
And not only that, but then the other one in Nashville, we were supposed to see Umar versus Sandhagen, and then that gets canceled.
And we see Sandhagen. We are cursed. I forgot about that. We are cursed.
I just don't know. Like Derek Lewis versus Nascimento, dude, for a main event is not.
That should not be a main event.
No.
I don't even care on the fight night. No.
Because Derek Lewis is like top 10 heavyweight. How did Nascimento even get up there? He barely beat Dante Mays.
D1. Don't forget that. He's coming. He has a fight coming up. Big fight coming up. I'm already taping that fight. So
he does. He definitely does. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a phenomenal card. Last week, I'm still stewing over last week a little bit, man. Why
are you stewing? You won.
Because it makes me that's what even makes me madder is that I won. But dude, okay, so I won 7.3 units, 4-1. I should have got the sweep, dude. I picked the Chris Curtis. All my reads were perfect. I picked the Chris Curtis fight perfectly. He won that fight. I don't care what especially if we're scoring damage, anything. He won that fight. So I should have went 5-0, got the sweep and won 14 units and then been almost back to even. This has happened to me 3 times. Since I've been down, I was down 26 units. I got back to minus 1.75 units, and Brandon Moreno gets the split decision loss. And if he would have got that, I'd have been up like 9 units. And then now I was down, 15 units or something? I would have won 14 units last week and got the sweep. It's always nice to get the sweep, but I'm just sick of these judges, dude. How can you give it 49-46, Alan?
That's awful.
When they announced,
there was 3 fights in a row that they gave completely wrong scorecards. Like they didn't even watch it. It was a completely different fight. 3 in a row, and I was even messaging it on Twitter like, "This is insane."
Like they gave Allen the 5th round, all 3 judges, because he did a jump knee right at the end. Even if he dropped Chris Curtis, that shouldn't have won him the round. Like he didn't drop him, but I'm saying like Chris Curtis beat him for 4 minutes and 55 seconds, where he was just holding his head down, hitting him in the ribs. Brandon Allen was laying on his back. The ref's like, get up. Brandon Allen could barely even get up. And then he wins that round on all 3 judges' scorecards. Get out of here. Like it makes it tough to bet UFC because you pick the right stuff. You do all this tape study. You do all that. Your guy fights the exact same way that you said and everything. And then boom, nothing, you know?
I get it, man.
Man, I hope
luckily for that fight, I had the plus 5.5 spread on Curtis. Yeah, and I was sweating that.
Yeah. So what did that mean? He just had to win a round or 2?
He just had to win 2 rounds. But the judge that gave him the win, or the 48-47, that like basically won me the bet no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he won 1 round like outright.
Right.
And Brendan Allen needed to win 3 rounds at least. So
yeah. I'm hoping that dude, when I was trying to post this earlier to set up this StreamYard, it said that StreamYard and YouTube was having some kind of difficulties, like linking up or whatever. So then I kept trying to send it like 8 times to set up 8 streams, and I erased a bunch of them. So we got like 63 people here so far. I'm hoping that
we got about 30 on Twitter, so it's half and half right now. So we'll get more. We always get more as the fights go or as we go on.
Yep. So yeah, last week was a good week. You know, Masimoto doing Masimoto things. That kid's good. I was so mad. Don't get me wrong, because I'm like, why are you freaking grappling with this kid? Like that was bad fight IQ, but he was just trying to show he could like out grapple him or something. But like that was bad fight IQ because you should have stopped the takedowns, went back and threw leg kicks and stuff. But yeah, that kid's good, dude. He's well rounded. He's
good.
He's gonna
pass the test. He passed the test.
Yeah.
And I know now Dan Argueta is just mildly retarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has no awareness and he's got no fight IQ.
And he's really not that good unless he can grapple you, like dominate. And he's a good grappler
until he wasn't.
Right.
It's like,
and he was slow. Yeah. He was
slowing down.
I thought Masimoto won the second round though, just because he
was close.
Damage.
Yeah.
But the first round was Argueta.
The first one was Argueta, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's all good. You know, sometimes your read is there, but you just can't. The fighter just doesn't.
You had a good dog though. He fought good for a dog.
It's all right.
And you had like Trevor Peake.
I'm not even that salty about that. It's fine. It's all good.
No,
I'm disappointed in him more so than my bet.
Yeah. There was the Trevor Peake fight. That was a crazy fight. Then
Morgan Chepe fight was crazy.
Fight. That was crazy. The
thought
Walter
Morgan
Walker,
won.
Like, dude, like then Morgan
thought
could have
Walker won as well. Those were very
Walker's
close
terrible, but I thought he won too.
Well, here's the crazy thing, and if I'm not remembering correctly, but in the Walker fight, all three judges gave Brzezinski round one, and I thought that was the round I thought Walker won completely.
Yep.
Like he had a lot of he got takedowns. He did some ground and pound. That's when he had energy, and all the judges gave Lucas that round, and I'm like, are they just like literally giving him this fight because he should have won against Boudet? Like, you know what I mean? Like they're just trying to throw him a bone because, ugh.
That was crazy.
It is what it is. Like, a lot of crazy stuff happened that last 3 or 4 cards.
I hate betting when the judges are just doing this shit. It seemed like we had a decent little period, like maybe the last like end of last year,
beginning of the year, yeah,
and the first couple months of this year.
Yep.
And then now it's just since Atlantic City and even a little before, it's just been freaking bull crap.
Yep.
Bull crap. Lou Betcha in the building. He said, War Yuri. Let's go, Yuri. Yuri's about to bring that berserker. He's gonna go berserker on rat shit, man.
Oh man.
There will be blood is in the building. He said, what up, Lou? What up, everybody? What's up? There will be blood. Who said, what up? Free Bobby in the house. What up? That's my dude. He said, let's go. I'll be 5th row at UFC 300. I can't fucking wait. That is
jealous.
Awesome. It's in Vegas, right?
Yep.
My mom's out there. She
just T-Mobile Center or something.
Yeah. Nice. My mom called me and was like, I ran into security guards for the UFC or something. They all had UFC stuff on, but I asked them if they were fighters. They weren't. I'm like, all right.
Sorry, Mom. Talk to me when you have somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, man, bro, that is awesome, Free. That's awesome, Bobby, dude. That's 5th row, bro.
Where do we sit? Like row 12 or something like that?
Yeah, we were about to. Yeah, but dude, at UFC 300.
I know
you're gonna get. That's like the best card ever. I need to get me a sugar daddy, man. Sugar mama, sugar daddy on here. Take me one. Remember when Dev
you need to get a sugar daddy, Cody.
Need it, man. I ain't too proud, man. Not when it comes to UFC 300, baby. I'll do something strange for a little change.
I know Dev's got some sugar daddies. Remember someone bought him some tickets?
And he does something strange for some change out there. You know that. Shout out Dev, man. Just play, Dev. Just play. But yeah, man, that's awesome, Bobby. The reality filter said, is Hill really fighting fit, or did he make a quick return because UFC threw it? That's what I think, honestly. He looks like he's in good shape, but I still think it's
you see some of those videos where he had those funny videos of like how people like walk in the ring and stuff like that? Dude, that guy has a gut still, and that was back dude.
Was that recent?
I thought it was recent, but either way, he's never really in the greatest shape, let's be honest.
Those are the facts.
He can fight. He's got a good punch, and he's got some power in his hands. So
definitely, Curtis won, Morgan won. I
agree. Very close fight. Both of them very close.
How many decisions do you think will happen? What do we got? 13 fights.
Close. I don't know.
Probably.
I would say at least 5.
Yeah.
Probably the girl fights.
Maybe.
Except I don't know. Maybe not that one. I'd say 5. I'm going to say 5. I think there's going to be a pretty decent amount of finishes, to be honest.
Yeah. Dude, I was doing tape study last night. I was just looking at Tapology. I was doing tape study last night, and I don't know if you see my post I put, but I wish they would on Tapology start putting when they sign, like, when a bout's canceled and then they sign a new bout, like if they can tell me when that person took that fight, so y'all know how many weeks they have or whatever, They said they're trying to fix it, but yeah, there should be there. I don't know, man. This could be a crazy card. A lot of powerful people on it. When is Lou going to be? We want Lou on the show. Blood Money at 9% APR. Yeah. This year ain't been good so far, but
we'll get Lou on the next pay-per-view if he wants to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No, dude, we almost killed it last week. I guarantee, dude, we're gonna kill it from here on. I've had some bad luck this year, but still making the good bets. Then my dumbass made 7, but that won't happen again. Oh shit, the boys are back. Let's go, Eric. Let's go. That's my dude. That's our dude right there, man.
We get Eric and Patty on a show just together.
Yes, we'll get them on a pay-per-view. It's our dudes, man. Judges get paid $300 a night at Apex and $500 for a pay-per-view. Is it really? They don't care. They're getting paid $500K when they leave the fucking arena.
Yes, they are.
There ain't no other way, dude. The judge, bro, like, it's okay. So so like in any business of work, correct, where you're working somewhere, if you did something that was so freaking egregious and just ridiculous, your supervisor, whoever, your higher up would be like, why'd you do that? Let's talk about this. But when a judge gives Reese McKee the win over Cheaty, you know what I mean? When these judges do this,
that was awful.
It's like, why don't they get reprimanded, or you hear, this dude's suspended for 3 months, making a bad call, couldn't explain, like nothing. You just move on to the next week. It's the same judges every time. They don't, like, even if you went, I guarantee there's thousands of people trying to be judges for MMA and this and that. You know what I mean? Because that would be a good job. And I guarantee that it doesn't matter, because the commission's still just going to hire the same freaking people that they get from boxing, because boxing's the most corrupt sport in the history of fucking sports, period. Boxing is, right? Everybody knows that. The fixed fights, judging, all that stuff, because you can't lose your undefeated record. That cost the boxing people $200 million. Like even with Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou, like he couldn't lose, because even when them boxers box, like the ring belt or whatever, they pay like 10% of their purse to that for the belt. It's something ridiculous like that. So on a $200 million fight with Usyk, they make $20 million or whatever. But if he loses and that fight only gets 15 million, they lose. So they definitely do it. But and then the same judges are in the UFC. Yeah. I don't know if it's.
I hope not.
That's why we just got to bet on finishers like Charlie Isle.
I still believe the WWE is real. So
let's go, Jaden. Gonna be a crazy fun card. Yeah. It is, man. Appreciate you coming out, Jaden. Good luck this week. CT, good luck to you too, man. Appreciate you coming out for this big card, man. Had to pull up for the 300 show. What up, Matt? Went up over 10 units last card. Nice hit, Matt. Let's go. UFC judges more. Yeah, what's the same judges? Adelaide Bird and all them people. I bet Sal Diamato judges.
Oh, I'm sure Sal will be there. I'm sure Chris Lee will be there. I'm sure. Who are the normal guys that are like at the Apex? Like those are the guys you're gonna see.
Shout out Dirty Reg, says he's taking his kiddo to the gym. Catch this show tomorrow. Let's go. I'm about to start Baby Blood and jiu-jitsu, man. That's what's been the Friday night thing, why we had to cut back to just pay-per-views, but I can't wait to start taking her up there. Almeida by KO and Gene by sub. Nice. Five, to hit 208. Yep, there you go. Corrupt. It's just freaking terrible, and they don't even care. There ain't no shame in their game. They'll straight up rob you, like I said, and then just keep it moving. There's no explanations. There's no press conference afterwards. There's nothing. These dudes don't have to answer to shit. Yeah. What up, Robert? He said Hill, Yuri, Holloway, all max units. All right, and good odds on most of them.
I like one. I
like one. Yuri about to beat the others. What up, Free Bobby said meet and greet on Friday, and then Friday night Diaz and Masvidal doing something too. Plan on doing a lot this weekend. That sounds like a fucking awesome weekend. I hope you have the best weekend in your life, Free Bobby.
The summer thing that they do. What was it like? The
UFC International Fight Week.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. Really cool. Just imagine if 300 is all, man.
Please, I don't even want to read that. Don't even read that, Cody.
Nope. You see it. No, I didn't get to see that yet. Crap. Alex beat his punch record. Did he do it with his left or the right?
It was the right.
Oh shit!
I saw it, and it was like I think Francis's was like 12K and Alex's was 19K. Crazy.
There's something wrong with that machine. On some spaghetti shit. No, yeah.
You
30, 50, or 100, dude.
Yeah, I would do 50, man.
Yep, and I won't. Yeah. AJ, yeah, he's giving me crap. I told him tonight I'm gonna eye poke Johnny three times just for that. I won't back down. Yep, I ain't backing down. I'm defending my units, baby. Let's go, AJ. We appreciate you coming out. Mushroom, what is up, Mushroom? Appreciate you coming out. Everybody, check out Mushroom MMA on YouTube and Twitter, man. Putting out great information. How many? I don't even know. She looks tough though, man. Johnny Mushroom said, "What up, Johnny?" I saw Saudi model driving a Lambo last week. Yeah, man. You know it. You know he is. What up, chat? Mr. Pay-Per-View. Let's go. Everybody, you like this Blood Money shirt? Everybody check out that FaceMeetFist too. The link's in the description.
We're gonna get our freaking shirts.
Blood Money stuff.
We're gonna get our shirts soon.
Eventually, eventually.
Yeah, we talked about it a long time ago, but we're gonna get it.
Yep, Chronic Combat in the building. So let's go, boys. Card of a lifetime. Let's go. Everybody check out Chronic Combat Conversations on YouTube and Twitter too, man. They're freaking great dudes. Put out great information. Funny as hell, man. And great dudes. Raw Twerk in the building says smash the like. Yeah, we got 152 people here so far. We're about to get into the fights in about 2 minutes. I want to do a little recap. Let the chat build up a little bit. But let's see. Bonino said Jamal Hill not KOing Glover Teixeira and Whaley not finishing Lamos are such bad beats. Yeah, crazy. Mobsar can beat Volk.
But a win's a win.
I don't know about that. I would like to see it though.
I will say this: I don't think Mobsar can knock out Volkanovski, so he's gonna have a very hard time beating him.
Yeah. NCB Ace, just curious, what website do you use to rewatch fights? I use ESPN Plus for the current fights, and your most current Dana White Contender Series fights are going to be on your ESPN Plus. UFC Fight Pass, I use that because any fights before ESPN and UFC sign their contract together are all on UFC Fight Pass. And then they also have the older Dana White Contender Series, and then YouTube. Good old YouTube.
I always try YouTube first because it's easier to find real quick.
Yeah, and you'll get some of the more regional scene stuff. But some of these people do work like Cage Warriors and all that stuff with the UFC, and so all the Cage Warrior fights are on the UFC Fight Pass. And if they're on that, then they won't be on YouTube usually. Like, and sometimes the UFC will take fights off of their stuff and put it on YouTube, so you got to go watch it there. It's weird. Johnny Newquist with the dono, man. He said, which fighter 35 and over is your favorite?
Interesting.
All currently fighting right now?
I would say currently fighting. Man,
Charlie O is only 34.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I think he's 34. I was seeing how close he was to 35. Yeah,
that's a good
October. He'll be 35. Man, is Volkanovski?
I do like Volk.
I like Volk.
See how Poirier, I think, is 34 years old too.
A lot of them are like the ones I like are like in the 30s.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have to think about it.
I like John Jones, Alex Pereira. I like him. He's over 35.
Oh yeah, he is 36.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that. That's a good question, though. Great question.
I would say Volk. I think he would be my favorite over 35 or 35 and over.
Okay. Let's see. What about Joe Pat? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That machine might be just off or something. All right. Pink Floyd, judges aren't the ones in power. Whoever you want gone would be replaced by someone else. Yeah. But they won't get fired because the people above them are getting paid too much. Precisely, Floyd. Pink Floyd. That's for 100% fact. Could Rebecca be Oliveira or Gamrot? Maybe Gamrot, but I doubt it. Doubt it. No, he's not. No, I just went and watched his stuff. I mean, if you go back and watch him fight Nick Fiore, you're going to be like, he's not beating any of them guys. UFC is run like organized crime. All the fighting stuff is, man, for sure. Let's see. Max Barnes, crack streams.
Jim Miller.
That's where you get
Jim Miller.
Yep.
He's one of my favorites too. Jim Miller.
Yeah,
Over.
Jimmy Miller. There you go. I fucking love Jim Miller. I was shout out to his Instagram too. If you watch it, he's a funny dude, man. He's cool as hell too. Just hopping in here. Thoughts on Turner versus Moicano. Turner's gonna get the business, but
we'll get there. We'll get there. Stick around.
All right.
We're going.
We are getting there right now. We appreciate it. We got 171 people in the house, man. If everybody could take the time to smash that like button for us, it'll help our algorithm. Drop a little comment, I guess. I think it's only live chat right now, but anything to help your boys out, man. Help our algorithm. I'm trying to make this show big. I think it should be big.
Right on. Follow us on Twitter as well.
We give out good information. We're not whiny turds that always just try to put other people's stuff down.
Sometimes I do, though.
Yeah, well,
I put your stuff down all the time.
I know you do. You and Dev, and all them guys come and try to crap on my stuff, man.
Nah.
All right. First fight is in the men's bantamweight division, 135. We have Cody Garbrandt versus Davison Figueiredo. Who do you got in this fight?
All right. So I'll say this right now. I'm going to probably say this about 90 times. Like, this is going to be an amazing fight. And this should be a main card, main event on a fight night for sure, 100%. But I'm going to go with Figueiredo here. But not to say that Cody doesn't have a chance, because he really does. The main thing here is just Cody's chin. I just don't 100% trust it. And then, Cody is on a little bit of a roll. Like, he's won his last, I think, two fights after he got knocked out from Kai, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, 2. He beat Trevin Jones and Brian Kelleher. Let me say this again. Trevin Jones and Brian Kelleher, and now he's fighting Figgy. That's a huge jump up. Not to say that he can't do that, but he's coming into this fight, he has a little bit of momentum, but this is a, 3 steps levels here. But Figgy, I mean, he's solid everywhere too. And I know Cody's going to have the speed advantage on the feet, I think. But as the fight goes on, Cody does slow down. And I think that's when Figgy can take advantage. And, maybe he can touch that chin. Maybe he can actually land more strikes. But I think first round, Cody's going to come out looking good, sharp. He's going to have that boxing on point with the combos. I think Figgy really needs to be careful with what he does. But as the fight goes on, I think he can tire him out a little bit. Then he can start pushing forward a bit. And Cody might be on the run. He might be slowed down a little bit. And I don't think Cody's going to be using any of his wrestling, because he never does. And I think it's going to be a close decision, but it wouldn't shock me if Figgy touches that chin in the second or third round either. So, but I got to go Figgy. I'll say by decision, but because I just don't see Figgy knocking out anybody recently, especially in the flyweight division. I know he's fighting Brandon Moreno 90 times, but he's fought good boxers. Like, Brandon Moreno's a good boxer, so he knows how to fight boxers. But I think Cody is actually quicker than Brandon Moreno with a little bit more pop too. But the chin, that's where the difference is. So give me Figgy. I'll say by decision. But from a betting perspective, though, I'm going to watch this fight. But I don't mind anybody taking a shot on Cody as a dog.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good fight. Like, Cody, obviously the knock on Cody's is getting knocked out. He's only been knocked out one time in the last 5 years, and that's when he dropped down to 125 and fought Kai Kara-France. He hasn't fought the biggest punchers in that time. He's fighting like Rob Font, and he's obviously not the biggest puncher. And then Trevin Jones didn't throw any punches. And then his fight with Kelleher, man, he was landing his punches, but dude, he was getting leg kicked up, man. His leg was swollen up in like the first 3 minutes of that fight. So if he didn't get that knockout, it could have started getting ugly. Figgy,
I was sweating.
Yeah. Figgy, he looked good at 135. He came up, he tried to wrestle Rob Font a lot in that fight. He got a couple takedowns, wasn't really able to get no control time. He's small, dude, at 135. Like, he's small.
He's got good reach though.
Yeah, but man, he still hits hard though at 135. He was touching up Font. Like, the rounds were close, but he was kind of doing that Marlon Vera thing where he would just hit Font a little harder and rocking. But dude, Rob Font can't take a punch. Like, he can take a punch because he doesn't get knocked out. But dude, every punch like stuns that dude for some reason. Yeah. Figueiredo looked good at 135. His boxing looked good. He's dangerous. I don't see this fight really going to the ground. I don't think Figueiredo can really take Cody down. Cody might try to take Figueiredo down, but dude, he's dangerous on the ground with that guillotine. He's got a sick guillotine, and he's got a good get-up game. So I think it would be kind of wasting time for either of these guys to kind of wrestle.
Cardio.
Yeah, and cardio. So I think it's going to stay striking, and dude, it's going to be a good match. I just gotta figure, Figueiredo is gonna land the harder shots. I think he comes out and tries to finish Cody. Like I think he comes out and try like kind of like how he would do with Benavidez and them guys that he knew he just hit harder than them. So he's going to come out and do that. So I think this fight, like the under 2.5, might be a good look because either guy could knock each other out. Mm-hmm. Like don't think that Cody can't knock out Figueiredo if he hits him with something big. We've seen him knock people out before. But I got to go with Figueiredo, landing the bigger shots, maybe even just hurting Cody a little bit, and
maybe a club sub too.
Yeah, there could be something like that for sure. So let me go with Figueiredo, but I stayed away from this fight because if Cody don't get knocked out, it could be close as just a strike because he's got good striking. He's going to be fast. He's going to be moving around. But yeah, man.
The moral of the card here for betting is pick your spots. This is going to be one of those. Like I will say this right now, I have no parlays out of all of my bets. I love that brand, by the way. Mm-hmm. I have no parlays out of all my bets. None. They're all money line, single bets. Why? Because I don't want to get fancy. This is a card you don't get fancy.
No, you don't need to. The lines are right. You don't even need this. Not parlay. A lot of pick'ems. This will show how much what you know. You know what I mean? That's why I love these pick'em cards. Last week, I think I had 3 or 4 dogs on that card, including Chris Curtis. So, but yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, I like that, Bonino.
I like it.
Johnny said, I hear We Want Picks is hiring for safety parlays.
Well, guess what? They're not going to hire me this week because I have no parlays. How about that? I'm not even throwing it out Friday, guys. Not doing it.
They tried to hire us. Tried to buy my Patreon. You and me should be out here selling for them. Like, everybody go follow fucking We Want Dicks. Get out of here. Yeah, man.
$5 per person.
$5. It's just $5, you fucking bum. Let's see. Effie in the building. What up, Effie? Said brick by brick. Let's go.
You got any hockey action, Effie?
Yeah, Effie knows his hockey. Any action sportscast.
Effie helped me out with a big parlay last night, and it hit. So
did he? Dude knows his hockey, man. I follow it. I tailed him the other day in one. So shout out Effie. Everybody check him out on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Any action sportscast, and he'll give you the winning bets. Shout out Grateful Dude, man. Hope you guys have a big weekend on this card. You too, man. Sure. Appreciate all the support everywhere on Twitter and everywhere, dude. Awesome. Every card horrendous or great. I pick my big spots big. You don't have to bet every fight. Yep.
There you go. Perfect.
Next fight. You guys know my fights are always out of order. So next fight is going to be Max Holloway. Bobby Green. I'm getting into it right away. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. I'm going to start this fight off. Tough fight to call, to be honest. Like, Bobby Green's going to be the better striker. Bobby Green's going to be the better wrestler, and he's got the jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean, to not get submitted by Jim. Like, and I think that he would win the wrestling. So, like, I feel like Bobby Green's better everywhere. He's the bet. He's going to be the pick. But Jim Miller is dangerous. He's got the power in the left hand. He's got a nice, powerful left head kick, and he's been showing better cardio recently. But it's more, against lower level guys like Benitez, and he's knocking out Nicholas Mota and Eric Gonzalez and people like that. But the thing that concerns me that kept me away from betting Bobby is Bobby got killed fucking 4 months ago. Like, he died. He died. He got knocked out 4 times in one fight. And maybe more, because when he was knocked out, he was still getting hit. Like, it
was awful.
Bro, he must have hit on Carrie Hatley's wife. And then he must have stole something from fucking Jalen Turner, because he let him beat him like he hit on his wife, and Jalen Turner beat him like he stole something from him. So, like, that was no bueno for Bobby Green. But he literally got, and he was knocked. He was done. Like, as soon as he got hit with the first one, he was rocked, and then Turner hit him, dropped him. He went down. Dude, it was over. So that really scares me. That was 4 months ago. You know what I mean? And Jim Miller hits hard. So Jim Miller and Bobby Green keeps his hands down. So Jim Miller could easily blast him. But if I'm going to be honest, like, that's the only way I really see Miller winning. And I love Jim Miller, and I want Jim Miller to win. I'm rooting for Jim Miller, but I got to pick, like, the better fighter, in my opinion. And that's going to be Bobby Green, because he's just going to be faster on the feet. He's got way better movement. Like I said, he's going to have the better wrestling, and he's got the jiu-jitsu. So if he wants to take this fight to the ground like Vince Pichel or Joe Selecki and them did against Jim Miller, he could do that and win this fight. But like I said, man, will I be mad if Jim Miller hits him with one of them overhand lefts or that right hook he's got? Hell no. I want to see it. I'm rooting for Jim Miller. Picks Bobby Green, rooting for Jim Miller. Who do you got?
I got Jim fucking Miller, man.
Let's go.
Jimmy fucking Miller. Let's go. Jim Miller has very good leg kicks. He's going to slow down Bobby Green for sure. He might get touched up on the feet a little bit, but those leg kicks all day, Jim Miller has nasty leg kicks. Green doesn't really check those. I don't think Bobby Green's going to use any wrestling because when was the last time he did? I can't even against Tony Ferguson where he had to because he was struggling against Tony Ferguson. I just want to say that out again. Tony Ferguson, he was struggling against, and he was getting cracked by Tony Ferguson. And also, you said it too. Jalen Turner literally killed him, and he came back to life. So that was 4 months ago. I can't trust him. That's like life altering. We've seen it. We've seen fighters where they have like a life altering Volkanovski, life altering KO, and they just get touched up all of a sudden. That chin's not there anymore. And I just like Jim Miller. He's a junkyard dog. He's well-rounded. I think if this fight does get to the mat and Bobby Green somehow shoots a takedown, he'll probably get it. But he's only playing with fire. Miller has very good grappling off his back, and he's got very good grappling if he's on top too. So I don't think Green wants his fight on the mat personally. So on the feet, I think that's where Green will have an advantage because he is the more technical guy. But those leg kicks are going to play a part in this fight. I'm telling you. And as the fight goes on, I think Miller can get a finish. I actually think he can win a decision. I think he can mix in some wrestling here and there. Maybe he gets a takedown and takes the back. So we'll see what happens. But going with the dog here, the junkyard dog, he won in UFC 100. He won in UFC 200. Destiny. Let's go. Jim fucking Miller.
I'm rooting for him.
Miller time, bitches.
Max said Jim Miller's got crazy momentum. What up, baby? Sharp MMA, man, in the house. Been hanging out a ton lately, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Miller, excuse me, Miller, round 2 sub. Check out
maybe something club and sub. Maybe like a club and sub.
That could happen.
I'm telling you.
It could definitely happen. Miller round 2, 3. That's what there will be blood. Mushrooms on Miller time. Miller going to be smarter. I hope so. Bobby can't put up numbers, but Jim got that dog in him. He does.
He does.
What you hitting blood of vape pen? It's a live rosin, Gorilla Glue, baby. That's how I roll. Live rosin around here.
Straight Gorilla Glue. It's not even called that. It's just literally Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue, baby. I was thinking green originally, but after a few days, I've decided on Miller. However, I'm only prop betting on their over-unders. What a potentially wild fight. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, hey, yo, guys, thanks for the love. No problem, baby. Sharp MMA, man. We like it. We like you hanging out. And everybody check out if you got a YouTube page or Twitter page, let us know, man, so we can send people there. Johnny Newquist said Green said he took a lot of damage in the yeah.
You could see it. He didn't have to say it. Everyone knows.
That's probably the worst I've ever seen a referee let somebody get beat in a fight. That was like, you know what I mean, done. Like it was like 12
maybe
to 15.
The Saint Denis fight, but Saint Denis wasn't unconscious.
Yeah. Like that was bad, but it's like, yeah, man. Like because Bobby Green was done after he hit the ground, and I mean, I think it was like 18 or 20, and then we're fucking power shots. Like Jalen Turner, like I said, he's hitting him like he stole something from him. So
yep. Yeah,
I want Miller to win. Like I said, I stayed away from this. I'm picking Green, but ain't no bets here. What is the lock of the week? Best of luck. Probably that.
I don't know.
Bo Nickal under.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Nickal submission.
Healthier, the vape or the bomb? I don't even like, to be honest, I don't even like these. I only use these when like I have to go somewhere or something. Usually I just have it sitting here, but I don't, because I just don't trust. I just like regular flour. I'm rocking Slurricane. I've heard of that too. Nice. Turner beat Green by
KO.
Yay, lying. Next fight, women's strawweight 115, Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez. How you see this one going down, Jenny?
Ooh, this one's very tough. I think I actually switched a couple times here, but I mean, Andrade is going to be the more powerful striker. She's a little bully in there. She always pushes forward. You know, she's looking for the kill. She's going to go for it. She does have pretty decent wrestling if she wants to use it. And Rodriguez, she's the more technical striker. She more volume. She does have okay power, but more of her power is more like precision counter striking than like one punch knockout power that Andrade has. Her takedown defense isn't great, but she does have a pretty decent get up game. Rodriguez will have the height and reach advantage, obviously. So to me, I mean, if Rodriguez can keep the fight, like it's technical striking, she can stay at range, she's going to win this fight easily. Now, if Andrade can get her bulliness going, push forward, get this fight dirty, land a good shot. I mean, Lemos was able to knock out Rodriguez, and they're kind of the same style of fighter. I would say Andrade is more so a bully than Lemos, but we've seen Andrade go in crazy and get knocked out by Yan Xiaonan. So I'm gonna ever so slightly lean Andrade. I like the power advantage. I think she can make this dirty. And if she does want to go in for a takedown, I think she can get it. She's gonna be stronger. I think she can get it, get some ground and pound going if she gets her down. But I don't blame anybody taking Rodriguez here at all either, too, because this is a very close fight, and I'm staying far away from this one. This one's, you don't want to touch this one. Just watch this one as a fan. But give me Andrade to either get it like a second or third round knockout, I'll say.
Yeah, this is a tough fight to call. I was talking to my buddy on Twitter earlier about this one, but it's a tough fight to call. I will tell you guys the easiest bet to make on this. I don't think it'll make my top 5, but it almost made my top 5 is the under 2.5. Okay. I believe it's Andrade's last 9 of 10 fights, 8 of 9 or 9 of 10 haven't went to the third round. And the only one that did was fucking Lauren Murphy, who she, hit 290.
That should have, I don't know how.
Yeah, that should have got stopped. So basically her last 9 or 10 fights haven't made it to the third round. Marina Rodriguez, you've seen in her last fight, she can get the finish, and she can go for it hard. These girls are going to go at it. They're going to strike. Andrade could use some wrestling, but I doubt it. They're going to be throwing bombs, and both these girls can finish girls, and both these girls can be finished. Like Andrade's been finished 9 times, and then Rodriguez got finished by Lemos. And I think they're going to go at it. Both of them is going to be trying to finish. And I think a finish happens at some point in this fight. One of these girls is going to get it. So that was like plus 125. I'm taking Andrade though, just because I think she can get on the inside and wing some big hooks like Lemos did, dude, and piece her up. And Andrade looks good at 115, back in shape where she's supposed
to be. More like she's very powerful at 115. Like,
yeah.
And that's when she gets her knockouts.
Yeah, and then not only that, but she's 32. Morena Rodriguez will be 37 in I think 2 weeks, so she's basically 37.
And I've seen Rodriguez slow down in the fights too. Like round 3, normally, like when I remember her back in the day, like she's good for 3 rounds. Now it's like 2, and you're like, she's kind of slowing down a little bit, and you're like, This is a close fight. You need to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Shady said Andrade she slammed Rose on her head. And she took on like Claudia Gadelia like 10 times. But I mean, if anybody would, like that seems like the quicker, the easier path, but I doubt she will. I think, they're just going to throw blows here.
If the opportunity presents itself, I think Andrade should try.
Yeah, we need Dixon here with the OnlyFans.
That's true, man. That is true.
But yeah, I think they're going to be throwing power. I'm going to take Andrade. I think she hits way harder. And I think that she does have the grappling upside if there's any. But she's got the submission. But I doubt there's going to be any of that. I think it's going to be a scrap. And I think that Andrade is going to knock her out at some point. Taller fighter.
Yeah, this is a crazy close fight. What's up, Kiwi?
Kiwi. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's hard to be good at women's MMA. Sure to my brother. Sure.
Bigger spots. This is not a spot to pick.
Smaller fighter. Sorry. Yeah, she definitely is. I mean, and Rodriguez is 5 inches taller with 3 inches of reach, but you've seen like what Andrade does with that. Like with Chukagian, goes to the body, dude, rip into the body, finish her with body shots. So, yeah, but I mean, Rodriguez does use her length well. And if she, like you said, how Andrade came in on Zhang, that could
happen. But I just don't think Rodriguez has that power, though. You know what I mean? Not to say Jan has a crazy power either, but didn't Andrade take that fight on short notice? She took a lot of these.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
A lot of the fights that she's taking on short notice, she's losing very badly.
If I bet women's MMA, I wanted to bet Andrade. She was like plus 110 back in the day.
Yeah, I can't bet this fight. I feel like it's very close because I really like Rodriguez. I usually bet on her too, but Andrade has a clear path to victory. It's just like but nah.
Shout out
They're both good.
Carlos, CJ UFC picks now. Said, yo, what up? Sorry I'm late. Just been super tired from my trip. He went to the freaking WrestleMania, dude, this last week. I think it's like an all week thing, man.
It was like 90 days.
That was cool. I seen a bunch of cool pictures, man. Shout out CJ UFC picks. Check him out on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube too, man. He puts out videos, breakdowns, bets, all that, man. Good stuff for sure. It's five TDs, takedowns. MMA Ricky in the building. What is up, man?
What's up,
Appreciate
Ricky?
You coming out, hanging out with us. He said, can't wait for 300. Yeah, everybody check out MMA Ricky on Twitter too, because he puts out good bets all week, funny stuff, all kinds of cool stuff. And he's a cool dude. So check out MMA Ricky on X if you want to give some good information. Men's lightweight, Jalen Turner versus Renato Moicano. I believe I start this one right.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a good fight. I mean, you got two well-rounded fighters here that are going to be going at it. They both got pretty good striking, both got pretty good wrestling, and both got pretty good jiu-jitsu. The difference is one dude's way bigger than the other. He's way younger than the other. He hits way harder than the other, and he's way more durable than the other. Jalen Turner, dude's a beast. Like standing up, like we've been talking about what he did to Bobby Green, and that's not easy to do, to drop Bobby Green on your feet. The only other person's doing that, is Drew Dober, who hits super hard. But Jalen Turner, dude, he's so long, and he uses that length perfectly. He throws straight punches right down the pipe. Dude, you see him, that's why he hurt like Brad Riddell and all these dudes that you see him getting subs over. It's because he was hurting them on the feet first. He beats dudes down. You've seen him beat down Euros Medic. You've seen him beat down Jamie Malarkey and people like that. But I thought he won when you go back and watch. I thought he beat Garbrandt. He hurt him every single round, and Garbrandt did no damage to him, basically. The fight with Dan Hooker was crazy. I thought Hooker kind of pretty much won that. But Dan Hooker, when you get in a dog fight with him and you don't finish him, that's going to be a dog fight, period. That dude's a beast. So that was a good learning experience because, like I said, he's still 28 and he's fighting the pros of the older dudes of the division that's been running it for a little while. Moicano, good striking. He's slow, he's hittable, and he's not durable, but he's got good body lock takedowns and he's got good jiu-jitsu and he's super heavy on top, right? But like I said, man, he's going to be so much slower in this fight. He's not going to be near as durable. And then he's not like when he fought Dober, he was taking big shots and he could just like bum rush him, dude, and land the takedown. But Dober has terrible takedown defense, like terrible takedown defense. Brad Riddell was taking Drew Dober down. Brad Riddell beat Drew Dober in that fight, and it was because he was landing takedowns, and he's a freaking Muay Thai striker. But yeah, man, I just think Jalen Turner is going to be too fast, too long, and hits way too hard. I think that he's going to be able to freaking take Moicano out before he can get his game going. And not only that, but like Moicano's been beating dudes like Jai Herbert, Drew Dober, all Alexander Hernandez, like dudes that he's been able to out wrestle. Right? You just seen Damon Jackson be able to get takedowns on Alexander Hernandez. I don't think he's going to be able to out wrestle Jalen Turner near as easy as he does these other guys. And like I said, I think Jalen Turner is going to touch him and put him out long before that happens. We got now it's 301, but we had 300 live viewers. I was going to say shout out for UFC 300. But yeah, 301 in here. Everybody hit that like button if you can, man. I would really appreciate that. Johnny, how you see this one going down?
Yeah, same way here. I got Turner. I'm pretty confident he gets this one done. I think Moicano needs to go in and wrestle right away. He can't stick in and strike with Turner because Turner's going to knock him out. Moicano's very hittable on the feet. Very hittable. Now, he can take some punches before he gets knocked out, but Turner has that power we've seen in the Bobby Green fight. He can knock out anybody in this division. He's super crazy long. He's got crazy reach, and he's very hard to take down too because he's just so tall. And I just think Moicano needs to get this fight to the fence. He needs to start working those takedowns early to have a chance and extend this fight. So Turner kind of slows down a bit because he does slow down after the first round and a half. But Moicano kind of does too. But either way, he needs to stay safe and drag this fight out. Otherwise, Turner's going to get an early knockout, I think. So going with Turner to get that early knockout in the first or second round, I think it happens. I don't think Moicano is going to be able to get the grappling going as well as maybe some other people do. But I mean, he's always going to be live for, a submission if he can take the back. That's his submission of choice is a rear naked choke. So Turner, just be careful with Turner if you want to bet him by KO because he has a lot of club and subs on his record. And I think one could happen here. So if you want to be a little bit safe, just do Turner inside the distance. I know it might cost you a little bit more, but it may be okay. And you'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I did that, because I could see a club and sub here too, because Turner's going to touch him. And I just don't know if he's going to go down with him and finish him like Bobby, or club and sub like he did against Medic. So,
right. A couple things I forgot to add in too is that Moicano just fought 2 months ago against Dober and took some pretty good damage. That was only 2 months ago. Busted his eye open and all that. And another thing is that Moicano slows down too after like a round and a half, especially if he's trying to grapple hard and stuff, like his striking slows and all that. He can still grapple good, but yeah. So we're both on Turner. See, dude, I knew I messed something up. We got 300 people here, but it should be like 700. For some reason when I set up the link today for StreamYard, it wouldn't let me. I would hit it and it would say error, YouTube's not connecting. It wouldn't, like they had some problem with it. So I kept hitting it before I realized there was something wrong with it. And it set up when it finally came to and they got their stuff together, it set up like 8-9 streams. So I hope that, other people.
Well, I just tweeted out to Twitter, so hopefully people will start. We got like 240 people on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, go ahead and follow us, if you don't already.
Worth a follow.
It's worth
I'm almost to 10K. I need 500 to get to 10K.
Ooh.
So let's go. Man. Let's go.
Go.
Appreciate all the support. Earl, I shouted you out earlier. I told him I was talking to you about that Andrade fight, and it's gonna be a good one, that's for sure, man. But yeah, that sucks. I knew that was gonna mess stuff up. That's the first time that ever happened.
Yeah.
So, I erased like 8 links, and that was probably where people did. Sucks. The fight go to the ground. If so, Turner. No, I mean, I would. He's not going to offensively wrestle Moicano, but I don't think Moicano's going to get it down.
If Moicano can somehow take the back off, probably off the fence, that's probably how he gets control. I don't think Moicano's going to be able to like wrestle him down and get top control. Like that's not really Moicano's game. He wants to get the back somehow.
Yeah. What up, Marios? Appreciate you coming out.
What's up, Marios?
Yeah, Real Fight Picks. Appreciate you coming out too. Moicano has one knockdown in 10 years. Yeah, he's no knockouts, which is freaking weird for Moicano because he does have good striking.
Yeah,
it's
solid.
Like one shot, it's not like one shot knockout stuff. And I just like their ability of freaking Jalen Turner.
What's up, Lucas?
Lucas, what is up, man? Shout out Lucas, creator of MMA Fantasy. Actually, I got to check that out. I did see a message right, dude. I'm people even knew how busy, dude. But I'm gonna check this out and see what the thing's about. But check out on Twitter, on X, Lucas, creator of MMA Fantasy. Like I said, I gotta check it out. I know it. Did you see it, Johnny?
Yeah. I already signed up for this week, and it's kind of like Tapology where you pick your fighters and you get points and stuff like that. And it's a mobile app.
Hey, bro, when I just went to Tapology, I wish I could show you guys this thing. It says at the top, hold up. Listen to this. When I was looking earlier, it's got this big blue thing and it says your Ultimate Fighting Championship alerts will soon be turned off because you have not made picks for this league in several months. To continue getting alerts, please pick at least one. I'm so busy. I never even.
Oh my gosh,
bro, dude! If people knew my work schedule is ridiculous.
It is crazy.
I have to do it. I make good money, but
just make sure that we can get on Saturdays again.
Yeah, that's the big. So check this out. Listen how ridiculous this work schedule is. I work Friday and Saturday mornings, right? 6 in the morning. I get up at 3:30, leave at 4:30, and get home at about 6:30. And I work Friday, Saturday morning, and then Sunday and Monday night. So I do a swing shift every single weekend. It's so stupid, and then I'll just be sleeping and doing different. Then on Tuesday, when I'm finally off for the whole day, like that's when I'll do it. Yesterday, because I got to do stuff next week, I did tape study for Vegas 91. Dude, I did like 10 or 11 hours of tape study. So I'll be out here working. But when I do that, I got to put my phone away because I'll be sitting there looking at my phone and looking at X and all that. So I got to put that away so I can tape. So it's like, yeah. But I'm going to get on the fantasy thing. But I get behind on comments and everything, dude. I've Turner sub. Yeah, he could too. Club and sub. Yeah, Turner violence. I like it. Max is younger. Has more value. Yeah,
we'll get there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. One of my
that's crazy. Jump on
Turner.
that.
Whoa,
jump on that.
Yeah, because he's finished all of his fights. Turner under 7.5 minutes. Prize picks.
I like it.
I think he gets it done. Fight Fan Dan, what is up? What up, Fight Fan Dan? He said, "What's up, everybody? Only 35 likes. You guys fucking assholes. How about that? Yes,
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, bro. Putting on the shows. Don't get no
I'm gonna check this right now, and it better be more than 35.
Best of luck.
We're not moving on, Cody, until it's more than okay. Hold on.
But
We got 39.
Moicano on the mic is funny. I like Moicano. Don't get me wrong. I like his breakdowns. I like his stuff. This is a tough fight for him 2 months after taking some damage. Premier's got Moicano by decision. All right, that's got to pay a lot. Guys, I'm taking Diego Lopes and Charles Parlay. Yeah,
Love it.
Not a bad look, man.
Anything with Charles Parlay, you do it.
I work on Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah, that's me, dude. I'm getting up. I can watch the fights at work. That's why, I don't. And then when I get off of work, that's why I don't even get on Twitter, even too much chats and stuff, because I'm tired, dude. I get home, take a shower, dude, lay on that couch, eat some good food, watch the fights, man. Hard to say no. I've been taking naps a little bit during them. Hard to say no. I think this line, yeah. I worked Cody, yeah, because Ricky's from where I'm from and works at the same place, just another across the way. I've worked Cody's schedule for 6 years. It's tough. He gets a good shift on. Yeah, no, Ricky, we get paid. That's the thing. Me and Ricky, we get paid. We make good money. We got good everything, but man, them hours suck balls, dude. I get a 25% shift premium one day, and then 10%. Two days is 25%.
The weekends are like premium shift or something.
Yeah, and it's nice. I like it because they can't force me to work my days off. Hate working.
There you go.
I should be using my brain doing sales business and stuff like that, not doing the work I'm doing. But like I said, they pay us good. Hey guy, Jumbo, what up? He said, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I'm stuck at work, but I had to jump on and hear the show as always, especially for this week." Shout out Jumbo. Jumbo's been here since the beginning of the show. I know Jumbo hit the like button. I can already tell. I didn't even get to ask him.
Yep.
Good money, real units matter. That's what I'm saying. Bro, that's why I think and people should like our stuff and my stuff. I don't claim, man, I'm the fucking betting guru where I make millions and I'm rich. No, dude. I'm good at betting.
You don't have a Lambo in your
Lambos. I got
in your garage or something.
No, but the thing is I put in a ton of time, and the reason why I'm good at it.
If I go over to your house one day and I see 3 Lambos, I'm gonna punch you right in the face.
The reason I feel like I'm good is because I got OCD, dude, and I am obsessed with UFC, and I'm talking about. Obsessed to where when I do my tape study for 10, 12, I don't even care. It's fun to me to sit there. I'd rather do that than go out and watch the bull crap they got on TV now. But like I said, I kind of I didn't mess it up, but I wanted to prove how good I was because I've been gambling for 20 years, dude. But I wanted to prove how good I was. So I started from zero and then built my way up. So what I bet with now is that, but I want to throw my own money on it so I can really start betting and be betting, $1,000 units and then freaking actually make some money and maybe do some stuff eventually, but we'll get to it. But that's what Shady's a union man too. He knows what's up, man.
I get it.
That's what it's about.
I was, but I went to the management side.
Yeah, Johnny's got it good. See, I just need to do a job. I'm going to trying to get my girl to start a business, man. I'm I'll help you do it. I'm a businessman.
There you go.
Always been a businessman. He said Shady seems to hate me. No, Shady.
I think Shady secretly hates me too. Don't feel bad, bro.
Shady's just one of them dudes in real life when you're with him, we're just messing with each other.
I'm joking.
All my friends are goons I grew up with. So we just we picked on each other and did everything.
That's what you do.
Time. That's how you get
the tough skin.
Yep. Johnny works hard too, man. So next fight.
Hard at the office on the computer all day.
Story time with Uncle Cody right there. Featherweight division, dude. Sadiq Yusuff, Diego Lopes. Even the lower level fights are straight fire, dude. This is awesome. So who you got in this fight, Johnny?
I will say I am a little trader on the white collar side. I'll admit that.
Yeah, you got soft hands, boy.
We're in the banking industry, but we're union, so it is what it is.
There you go.
Sorry from the bottom. Now I'm here. Anyways, Sadiq Yusuff and Diego Lopes. Man, this fight's gonna be interesting. I really wanted to just dive in, just bet Lopes. I just had a gut feeling, but then I was doing some more tape study, and I'm a little hesitant. Mm-hmm. Now, I get it. I get why you want to jump on Diego Lopes on that bet right away. It was what it was like, what was it, minus 120 at one point, somewhere around there, like a pick 'em,
Yeah.
like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then he went up to like minus 170, and then he went down.
Yeah.
So it's a roller coaster. So people are getting why there's a whole bunch of up and down here, but both guys are good. Like Sadiq, I know in his last fight against Barboza, he got hurt, but before that, he was looking good. And then unfortunately, like as the fight went on, we didn't know about the injury until after the fact, but Barboza was teeing off on him and all that. But he's durable. He survived, and it was a good fight. Lopes, though, he's a killer. Like, he's gonna go in there, he's gonna try to finish you. He's like, he has that Pantoja, Charles Oliveira style where he wants to finish you, and he's got very good grappling, like amazing grappling, very good submissions. His striking is coming along as well. I'm gonna still pick Lopes. I'm just not super confident enough to put a bet on him. That's where I'm at right now with him. I do think he's gonna win. Now, by how, I don't know, because I would say submission because that's the easy way out. But I can see Yusuff, like, his defensive wrestling and grappling is good. Solid takedown defense. Lopez's wrestling isn't all that great to get the takedowns, but on the feet, I like Yusuff all day. Like, it's pretty much a night and day. So I'm just gonna go with the more dangerous guy. That's where I see Yusuff is just decision dependent, I think, on this fight, and Lopes has a chance to potentially get a submission or win a decision. I don't see a knockout from him, but there's possibly, knocked out Pat Sabatini, that's not saying much, but give me Lopes to win by submission. I'll say it's the easy way out, but betting wise, like I said, I'm just going to watch it as a fight, but I don't blame anybody picking a side. And I'm going to say this a lot, like the rest of the fights too, because you can literally just make an argument for every fighter on every fight, how they're going to win. It's just crazy. So Lopes, submission.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I like it. It was a good breakdown. Lopes, he's super dangerous in everywhere, but like I still couldn't bet him. You know what I mean? Because,
that's the same with me.
Sadiq Yusuff's good. If you go back and watch, all right, here's the thing with Diego Lopes. Powerful hands, right? He throws like crazy power. You seen him knock out Sabatini. He landed good shots of Mavsar, Evelev. Even on the Contender Series in the first round, landed some decent shots on Joe Anderson Brito. Like, I went back and watched this dude's career, even his freaking loss against Nate Richardson, I believe, after the Contender Series. He slows down, dude, after a round, and he goes so hard in the first round to try to hit you with subs and punches that even his punches aren't near as crisp by the second round, right? He's got 6 submissions, dude. Like, if this fight goes to the ground, he can most likely sub Sadiq. Even though Sadiq, he's shown pretty good jiu-jitsu. He's shown good offensive, defensive wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. He comes from like Lloyd Irvin's, like a jiu-jitsu guy, I'm pretty sure. But he's got really crisp striking. The thing that really makes me pick Diego Lopes is because Sadiq, like you said, he's dangerous. But Sadiq Yusuff gets hurt, dude. That dude gets hurt. He got hurt twice against Arnold Allen. That's why he lost that fight. He got hurt against Benito Lopez. He's been hurt in every single fight that he's been in, basically. What other ones? Andre Feely hurt him. He's been like every fight that I went back and watched, dude, because I was thinking about betting this fight. I ended up just staying away because, like I said, both dudes are really good. But I could see Diego Lopes getting a club and sub here. But I think that he's like round 1.5 or bust. Like, after that, I think Yusuff can take over and start beating him up. Like, once his power goes away and he won't be able to land the takedowns, like, he can probably come out and land a takedown on Yusuff in the first round because he has decent wrestling, or at least like throw some big punches and make Yusuff like kind of panic shoot, because that's more what he does. Like, he got Gavin Tucker to shoot on him. Sabatini was already shooting on him. Even Brito took him down on the Contender Series. But I don't like that he slows down, and I don't know if he finishes Sadiq in the first round. So give me Lopes, because I think he can get a club and sub. He can do a lot of stuff, to potentially win the fight. But like when he fought Mavsar, he hurt Mavsar in about the first 30 seconds. And like, I guarantee he was training for some type of fight. I know it was short notice, but like, I guarantee he was preparing for some, because he was in decent shape. But every fight, Joe Anderson Brito, you know how that ended on the Contender Series. He got poked in the eye and he like quit in the third round. And he just slows down. So he has improved, though, every single fight. The worst thing ever, I still think about it, is not betting him against Pat Sabatini, dude. That was the easiest bet ever.
That's the one I did do.
And it literally haunts me. There's certain bets that haunt me. But yeah, man. Yeah. So give me Lopez, but not confident, because like this is going to be a tough fight. Sadiq's not Gavin Tucker or Pat Sabatini. You know, he's well rounded everywhere. He's got good cardio. He's going to have the wrestling to keep the standing after the first round. So I think it's maybe a live betting spot. You know, maybe Lopez comes out and does all this stuff to Sadiq in that first round, lands takedowns, does this and that. But he could definitely also just finish him in the first round. You don't get a chance to bet it at all. So we'll see what's up. But so we're both on Lopez, but not like
just not confident enough to bet him.
You know,
like I'm not saying like I'm low confidence, but it's like a medium. But I just don't want to. I don't have that like gut feeling that says that bet him. You know what I mean? If he was plus money, I would bet him.
Yeah. But Nino says Sadiq should be the favorite. Yeah. Sadiq striking. He does have technical striking. Let's see. Ricky said I can't bet against Diego Lopez. Kid is special. He's got that it factor, and I think he finds the finish. It's definitely yeah, that's what I think too, man. Yeah, dude. Over 15, yeah. Slanging wood. Lopez minus 135. Shady bet him. Okay. Mexican mullet is money, he says. I like it.
He's Brazilian, Shady.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you right here.
He does train in Mexico, though.
That's why I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out of mine, man. There will be blood. Yeah. Fight goes to decision. Lopez. Or fight doesn't.
See that. If it gets out of round one. Yeah,
what up, Stacks? Anthony said, I think Sadiq is a little chinny. He is. He don't get finished, but he gets dropped a lot. And one hard shot from Lopez that makes you take a bad shot, it's game over with that dude. So, love Lopez, but I'm on the opposite side of Johnny. Lopez by sub or Sadiq by decision. I like it.
Okay.
Yep. Respect you, Shady. I'm right. Hey, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I know Reps. Yeah, I know you. Yeah. Diego's spread is plus 100. What's that mean? You just got to win around?
Minus 3.5 for him because he's the favorite. So he either has to win
2 rounds.
He needs one scorecard at least of 30, 27, or a win by finish. I would stay. I don't like the minus 3.5 spreads. I really don't.
Okay, we got 365 people watching live, 75 on YouTube and 291 on X. Man, if you guys smash that like button on X on the video that you clicked on to watch it, or on here, dude, that would help us out a lot, help us grow this show. Like I said, man, we're gonna make this show huge. I think we put out the good entertainment, man. We got the good show, so help me help you.
Every Wednesday, guys. Come on by. Same time. Come on by.
Your units, man. You got a lot of people. There should be smash that like button, man. We're all friends here. Next fight, women's MMA. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. I'll let you start this one.
Ooh, okay.
Or is it Mike?
I think it's your turn. I think I went first.
Okay. I have no interest in this fight at all. I'm going to take Kayla Harrison because I think she's going to be able to wrestle Holly Holm, but Holly Holm has decent wrestling and probably the better striking. But if Kayla Harrison can't get all these takedowns, her striking's not terrible. So it's not like, oh, she can't get the takedown. She's just going to get knocked out or really beat up. But obviously Holm's going to have better striking, but she's fucking 42, almost 43, and she's slow now.
She's in great shape.
She's not as strong as she used to be. She's getting caught in submissions, but I do think Kayla Harrison comes in here and gets all the takedowns. I got Kayla Harrison by decision.
Well, so before I did any tape study, my wife is a massive Holly Holm fan. Just want to throw this out there right now. And she's told me if I do not pick Holly Holm, bad things will happen. So I'm picking Holly, my wife.
Okay. All right.
And she said, you better put it on your show and you better say Holly Holm's going to win. So this is where I'm going with this. So going into my tape study, I'm like, all right, I got to pick Holly Holm, but let's see but I'm looking more closer to in this fight. Like, I really think Holly Holm has a shot to win this fight. Like, this isn't a layup at all for Harrison. Now, can she make it look like a layup in the first round? Yes. But I really think Kayla Harrison is first round or bust. This weight, I know we've seen pictures recently of her looking good, cut in shape, you know, at the whatever you want to call it, the press conference or whatever she's doing. I can guarantee you she still needs to cut at least 10 more pounds, at least. And she already looks cut. I don't know how she's going to do it. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. I really feel like she's first round or bust, Kayla Harrison here. she does have good takedowns. She does have good wrestling, good judo, all that. Olympian. Her striking is okay. But where she makes, her bread and butter is get those takedowns, ground and pound, and win that way. She does have some submissions that she can use, but Holly Holm is still quick on her feet. I know she's 42. This is going to be a bigger cage. She's made a living circling the cage, going up against the cage, clinching up against the cage. I think Kayla Harrison's going to have a tough time in this fight, and it's going to be close. And I see this fight going to decision. I don't know who's going to win it, but I can guarantee that the first round will probably go to Harrison because she's going to have all of the cardio, all of the energy. But, man, I don't trust this going down to 135. She just fought at 150 catch weight against Aspen Ladd 4 months ago. She couldn't finish Aspen Ladd. She could barely get the takedowns on Aspen Ladd. Holly Holm, again, this is her one red flag that everyone's going to go back to. She's 42 years old. Okay. But she's in great shape. She has cardio. This is a 3-round fight. If this was a 5-round fight, I would love Holly Holm. But I just think I've seen Harrison in some of her fights against lower level people going to decision in the PFL. She gasses after round 1 at 155. How is she going to do a 135 trying to catch Holly Holm in a big cage, circling all day? So to me, this is how it's going to happen. If Holly Holm can survive round 1, I think Holly Holm wins round 2 and 3 and gets a close split decision. And at plus 350 or whatever it is now, it's worth a sprinkle, guys. Like, now, can Kayla Harrison come in here and just dominate her in round 1 and get the finish? Of course. So there's your 2 hedge spots. Kayla Harrison round 1 or Holly Holm decision. I really think that's where it's going to be. I have a small little sprinkle on Holly Holm. And I think she's going to win. Not just because my wife said so, but because I really think she has a legit shot. And this line is a little too wide.
Shady agrees with you. I can't blame you, man, because but I think Kayla's got pretty good cardio. Dude. She's fought 5-round fights a couple times.
Yeah, but is she going to have that good cardio at 135 when she's used to fighting at 150, 155? This is her first fight at 135. She's
going to have to be in right. She's going to have to be in great shape though to get down to 135. So that should help her cardio a little bit. But you never know.
Man, I don't trust.
She could get head kick. Can Holly Holm recreate the Ronda Rousey head kick?
Could.
There's the last judo person she fought, and she showed great takedown defense against
Harrison.
That was super 10 years
sloppy,
ago.
Super sloppy as a fight. Those takedowns are
so
super
if this
sloppy.
was 5 years ago, I would be thinking more Holm, but man, she's fucking almost 43. We got to keep.
That's the thing. Here. People are gonna come, but still, like, she is like the outlier of 40-year-olds.
And like somebody said, she might be on that stuff. Everybody, dude, I'm telling you right now, everybody's on.
Harrison or Holm or both?
Both.
It could be.
But everybody, dude. Everybody. Like all these people that you said have not had cardio.
Age is literally just a number at this point. If you can get steroids involved,
are looking like freaking dogs, dude. Like all these, it's crazy. And I'm not saying they're on straight up steroids, but they're just taking some new stuff. Like period. But yeah.
But I'm just saying, I just don't know about that cardio. If Kayla Harrison can get to 135, 136, and on a scale, and she doesn't look like she's literally going to pass out, that's step 1. But step 2, we will not know until after round 2. So I am just banking at a plus 360 range, small little sprinkle bet that I just don't think it's going to work out for her.
Let's go, DGG. Appreciate you coming out, dropping the comment, man. Appreciate that. Mushroom, I'm dude. I'm with Johnny on this one. Holly Holm is going to TKO her in round 3.
Oh, and that's another thing. Good thing you brought that up, Just D. If you look at round 2 and round 3, Holly Holm, it's like plus 2,500. Kayla Harrison can gas.
Yeah, possibly.
And she'll quit. She can possibly quit. She's never fought at 135.
Robert said, we are leaving for a trip to Utah tomorrow. Early start for pay-per-view West Coast and no live betting in illegal Utah. You with the Mormons there, which kills me each weekend. All bets are in. Let's get some. I want to see Utah. After going, I've been out to Lake Tahoe twice. And after seeing that, I want to see Utah. I want to see all the I want to travel. That's what I want to do.
It's fun.
My daughter everywhere, dude. But I know Robert goes out there chilling in Utah all the time, man. That's awesome. Silky Beezy in the house. What up, Silky? Jeff in the house. So what up, fellas? I agree. Blood. Lots of fighters looking different physically. Yeah, older ones like just crazy. Just crazy.
Yep.
Next fight. Ooh, men's featherweight. Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling. I'm gonna let you start this, young.
Johnny K's weirdly confident pick of the week.
Let's go.
It's Calvin Kattar. Why, you may ask? This fight's at featherweight. This is going to be Aljo's first fight coming up. I just saw on Twitter he weighs 160 pounds. He needs to cut 14 pounds in 3 days. Not to say that he can't do it, but this guy always has to cut a crazy amount of weight no matter what division he's fighting in. Anyways, though, throwing that out there real quick. But Calvin Kattar, very good striker, as we all know. Sterling, very good grappler, as we all know. But the thing about Sterling that just always gets me, gets under my skin is his wrestling.
For sure.
His takedowns he has to work and work and work and work for them. And Kattar has very good takedown defense. Yes, people are going to say, well, who's trying to take down Kattar? And look at the people, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. He still has good technique. He's stuffing those takedowns. And I'm not saying Sterling has good takedowns. Now, if Sterling can take the back, this is going to be a completely quick fight. I'm going to say that right now. But I'm banking on Kattar stuffing those takedowns. He may get taken down early once, but as the fight goes on, Sterling gets sloppier with his takedowns. They're not as dangerous. And Kattar is going to be the better striker, landing the more volume, pushing the pace as well. So I know. And then Kattar is just coming back from a knee injury or whatever. I get that too. So that's a little bit of red flag on his point or on his end. But I'm banking on Kattar to get this one done. I don't know why. It's a gut feeling.
That's crazy, John.
And he's going to be he's going to be bigger than Aljo. He is, and stronger. If Aljo is struggling to take down bantamweights, I don't care if you're bigger, you're still going to struggle to take down featherweight. So give me Kattar to win. I'm going to say by decision, but I think Kattar just lands more volume, lands the more impactful shots, and Sterling's not going to do anything with anything. He's going to be probably trying to crotch sniff, and he's not going to get those takedowns, and the judges don't like that anymore. So Kattar, give me Kattar by decision.
Yeah. AJ said, because I won't back down. That's what I put for our defender units, like he went. But yeah, he said he won't. Kattar also comes out to won't back down.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, which makes sense because Kattar is a former wrestler. He wrestled in high school. He's a little bit older. He's like my age. That's the song I used to listen to before I would go out and wrestle. I always listen to Tom Petty. I won't back down. Yeah, dude. Aljo coming up to 145. Was kind of like a weight bully at 135. Decent wrestling. You know, he's got like college wrestling, but he wasn't like a D1 national champ or nothing. He's got decent wrestling, world-class jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? If he takes your back, he's gonna most likely have your back for the whole round and maybe even submit you like he did with Sandhagen. But his striking's not that good. He just skirts around the outside, you know, throwing like weird non-committed punches and kicks, and then like he's basically looking for the takedown. Calvin Kattar, like I said, comes from a wrestling background first, and then obviously got into boxing, and his boxing is freaking phenomenal. Super long. He's going to be 4 inches taller. He's only got an inch of reach, but when you're 4 inches taller and you can lean back and still use reach, and he's going to have longer legs, obviously, for kicks. He doesn't kick as much, but he still cannot. Hope he doesn't really here. But yeah, man, he fought. I went back and watched a lot of his fights. I went and watched him fight Zabit, and Zabit didn't really try to take him down at all in that fight, which is weird. I think in the third round he might have tried a couple. But dude, Calvin Kattar, you can tell he has good takedown defense because he's got good movement. He comes from the wrestling background, and he's probing you with the jab, right? And his best punch, if you go watch the Shane Burgos fight, go watch a lot of fights, his uppercuts are fucking savage, dude. And that's what I think he can hit Aljamain with, because Aljamain, like, he doesn't shoot a good clean double leg. Like, he's not throwing a bunch of punches. He more wants to back you up to the cage, try to go in, and
then work for a single.
Yeah. And dude, Calvin Kattar is going to be a lot bigger, dude. Like Calvin Kattar, he got hurt a year and a half ago, hurt his knee. He wouldn't, I mean, he looks in great shape. The dude's a fucking junkyard dog, and he's as tough as they come. You've seen in the Max Holloway fight, but more than that, seeing the fights that he wins, dude, when he's knocking people out like Jeremy Stevens with the step-in elbow, when he's knocking out Shane Burgos with crazy uppercuts. Like, his hands are crazy, dude. Serious power. And Aljo doesn't have the best right. He didn't have the best. His takedowns are like 23% or something like that. And that's at
and he shoots like a million takedowns.
Yeah, and that's at 135 against small dudes. Like Calvin Kattar's 5'11.
2 for 22 against Piotr Jan.
Yeah. And dude,
that's terrible. He's so much smaller.
Yeah. And he didn't even want to really go up to 145. You know what I mean? Like, maybe like he would have got his ass whooped. Listen, Calvin Kattar is going to beat the shit out of fucking Aljamain Sterling.
Thank you for saying that, Cody.
He's going to finish Sterling. He's going to hit him with big shots. Dude, Calvin Kattar's striking is phenomenal. Where the wrestling is going to be pretty even. Obviously, Aljo has good jiu-jitsu, but if he can't get that working and hold Kattar down for all 3 rounds, Kattar, the striking difference is going to be crazy. The power difference, Kattar's going to hit him. Dude, Kattar hits harder than Sean O'Malley. Like, in his boxing's just as crisp. Like, he's basically like Sean O'Malley without like the crazy movements. Like, Sean O'Malley's striking's phenomenal, but that's what Calvin Kattar is. He's a big, tall dude that has crazy hands, and he's going to hit you hard as shit. And like I said, when Aljo's done doing these stupid things where he backs you up and he tries to like shoot in, I think Kattar's going to hit him with an uppercut, dude, and finish this guy. So I bet Kattar at plus 140. That was crazy. I was ready to bet him at plus 115, then it went up plus 140. Like,
I may or may not have jumped a little too early.
Yeah, well, he's
but I'm okay with it.
He's way more proven, dude. Calvin Kattar's tough as shit. Like, he's a legit top 7 featherweight, dude. Like, he's in. I love him, man. I love Calvin Kattar. That's one of my more confident picks as an underdog in this. Plus fucking 140. Get out of here.
Yeah, and I like that Kattar also took the time off to fully heal as well. He didn't rush back. And
like, to think that
I know he's training. He's not going to like be on the couch doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he's working, rehabbing. I think everything is okay. He may look a little rusty in the beginning, but it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all good.
No, dude, he's going to hit hard, dude. He's going to hit Aljo as hard as Sean did, if not harder. And it's going to be like, dude, to think that Aljo's just going to come out here, walk Calvin Kattar down, grab him, pick him up, slam it. Dude, people ain't watched Calvin Kattar fight. The dude's tough as fuck. Like, he's a strong, big, strong one. Like, he's one of the bigger 145ers in the whole division. This is a bad matchup for Aljo. Who's a top 10 45er? Like, maybe even Mavsar, he would have a little bit better, because Mavsar's striking ain't is legit, but he'd probably get wrecked by Mavsar too.
Allen?
Maybe like they could have him fight like Jonathan Pierce or Brito or something like that. But like Calvin Kattar, to me, seems like a bad matchup for him. Just way bigger, way better striking, and he has a wrestling. He's got wrestling. So,
I mean, I would say maybe like Allen, Giga, Bryce Mitchell.
He's not as he's not as a better striker than O'Malley, but he's a striker like O'Malley, where he's throwing punch. O'Malley's more of a striker, like a boxer. You know what I mean? Angles, uppercuts, all this. That's what Kattar does, and he's a big, tall dude, just like O'Malley, and he's going to be throwing heat. And I don't think that Aljamain Sterling is going to be able to just get inside on him so easy, because he's jabbing, boom, he's jabbing, uppercut, boom, and he's going to be feinting knees. He's going to be, and Aljo, like I said, man, he wasn't a great wrestler at 135, so I don't see him coming down to 136 or 145.
That's the thing. He can, if he gets the back somehow, he'll win rounds and maybe get a submission. But I think that's the only way he wins rounds. A lot of his fights, you're like, he's winning rounds off the when he's taking the back. He doesn't win any other rounds any other way. He really doesn't. So he needs to take the back to win.
And he's coming off a knockout too. You know,
yeah,
coming off a loss. Let's see. Judges been scoring more boxing than grappling. Yep. Because Kattar could get his back taken for 3.5 minutes, and they get up and he freaking spazzes out on Aljo and hits him with, Aljo's a little tired from just holding it down.
I'll bring it up right now. We've seen it in the Dolgarian C-Rod fight. Dolgarian was controlling him for over 4 minutes and still lost that round, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
That's judging for you.
Let's go.
Like it or love it, but you have to adapt.
Effie knows what time it is. Calvin, tough dude. He's a legit like if Max Holloway wasn't there, he would have legit shot at like winning that title.
Yeah.
I don't know now with Ilya.
I mean, with Ilya now, I don't know, and Volkanovski would have been a very close, tough fight for him too. But he's up in the top 5. He should be
next
for now.
Yeah, he had that knee injury, but
I think he took the time. Like he took the time.
Stuff. I mean, Aljo had the neck injury. He just had neck surgery a couple years ago. You doing, beauty? What I forget? Do you want to make some picks? Uh-oh. Baby Blood wants to make some 300 picks. What, you want to make 2 of them? Come here.
Let's go.
Did you forget it?
Yeah.
Did you forget, Dad? Come on.
Put that in.
Do that.
I can't.
What you got, Mom's sweatshirt on?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me see.
We're doing a pause in the action for Baby Blood's picks, so get ready, boys and girls.
Share screen. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second.
What pick am I making?
Okay. Which fights do we want to ask her?
Well, we gotta do the olives.
Okay. Are you sure you want?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. All right, Avery Bell on.
And then you could choose a couple of whatever. That's the one I want, though.
Right here.
I think you already know which one am I picking.
Which one are you picking between? All right, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but which one you like? Oh no. She's got Arma Tsarukyan.
Get her out.
That's leg number 1 of Baby Blood. That's big. Yeah, she's pointing to Arman. What other
He
fight?
looks more dangerous than that.
Let's go Gaethje Holloway. Well, he's screaming in that picture.
Yeah.
Charles is with the Lord. You know, he's doing
the main event. Main event as well.
Okay, next one is this one. Who you like here? Don't do it to me, baby girl. Max Holloway. Jeez. Breaking my heart today.
You can make a
break my heart.
Why?
All right, last one, beauty.
Okay.
Yep. Who you got here? She's probably gonna go the Norm McDonald route.
Who's that?
No. Which one? Who you think's gonna win that 5th fight? Poetan. She picked Alex Pereira. So Baby Blood's got Alex Pereira, Max Holloway, and Arman Tsarukyan.
Very interesting parlay, Baby Blood.
I'm gonna put you in a parlay with that for $10, and if it wins, that's gonna give you the money.
Okay.
Okay. I wish you all the bad luck, Baby Blood.
Yeah, that didn't go the way that didn't go the way we wanted it to.
No.
Dang. I mean, she's picking good. She's just picking off straight who looks.
I'm gonna have to rethink hers and mine friendship.
Dude, I was so hoping that she was gonna pick Charlie. Yeah. That was sad too when his knee went out against freaking Arnold Allen. I
had a cater bet on that. That was sad.
Yeah, it should be good though. Love, what's up?
What's up, Love? Oh, we got some Spurs and Nottingham. I like it.
Okay. We got Taylor. I'm gonna put her in that parlay. I'm gonna put her in. I don't want to, but Baby Blood, Gator. Dude, I know. I wanted her to pick Charles so much. But like you said, Armand's like, going nuts. And Jim versus Bobby. We got I went Bobby, want Jim to win.
Jimmy, and Jimmy's gonna win.
I like
Jim fucking Miller.
I think Cater finishes Aljo here. I think Cater.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm gonna go by decision. I'm gonna go with decision.
Real fight said good choice. Yeah. And she got Poetan there, and he looks meaner. So she's basically
true. She always goes with the meaner pitchers.
That's what you probably should though. But yeah. I mean, torn ACLs are much. Everybody should. The torn ACL a year and a half ago is one thing because, like they said, but dude, when you tear your fucking Achilles a year ago, that's tough. Your Achilles is just the thickest tendon in your whole body, and it has a lot to do with, like, dude, back in the day. I mean, they got better surgeries now, but if like you were a football player or anything and you tore your Achilles, Achilles died from it. You know what I mean? No. I'm telling some Brian Ortega. I start telling some Brian Ortega
who
stories.
Achilles is. I know who he is. Come on, man.
Man, dude, Troy is one of the best movies ever made.
It is pretty cool.
Snerius said that a girl got the good picks. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, if you're not picking with your heart, them are pretty good picks. Are there any locks on this card? There's so many good fights. It's hard to.
I can tell you the confident picks.
I
don't know
about Nickal. How about Bo Nick?
Bo
Nick might be.
Maybe I would say a confident pick of mine would be Turner. But I'm like, am I like running to the window to bet that like money line? No.
Right. Bobby Green or let's go Jim Falcon. Come on, Cody Aljo only got finished by O'Malley put him out too, but the thing is, he wasn't really fighting crazy strikers because we didn't get to see what he could do with Aljo. Piotr Jan, that's his main problem is he's not dangerous. So like everything goes to decision, then he gets robbed.
I still thought
TJ Dillashaw hurt shoulder. Who else did he beat? Marlon Moraes hit him with that knee, but I mean, he hasn't really fought no big punchers like that. But dude, I'm telling you, Calvin Kattar's striking is phenomenal. Enjoyed your picks, Fid. By the way, thanks. Being hypercritical, I couldn't see the reach all the time on Tapology, but that's reaching. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. Heck yeah. Achilles are nothing these days either. Okay. Cam Akers tore his Achilles beginning of the NFL. All right. Yeah. Didn't Aaron Rodgers too like tear his? Why is everybody tearing their Achilles these days?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Men's light heavyweight. I'm gonna let you start this one, Johnny.
Of course you are.
Yuri Prochazka versus Alexander Rakic.
Okay.
Who you got?
I'm gonna say this in the beginning as well. My wife is Serbian, and she also told me if I didn't pick Rakic, she would be mad at me. But I'm not going off of this. I'm going rogue here. I'm picking Rakic by myself because I do think he's the better fighter. I think he's more well-rounded. I think his striking is way more technical. Nasty leg kicks. Yuri does not check any leg kicks. Has the wrestling that could take down Yuri. Yuri's takedown defense isn't all that great. And I think Yuri's path to victory is to land something crazy. And I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to win a decision. I think Rakic is just the better fighter overall. And I'm just not impressed with Yuri anymore. I'm gonna be honest. He's fun to watch. He's gonna make it entertaining. He's gonna make every fight entertaining. But when he's fighting technical strikers, he's gonna lose, and he's gonna lose here. I know Rakic has been out for 2 years too with his injury, but he's the better fighter. Like, let's be honest. He really, really, really is. He's more technical. He's got the wrestling upside, and he's got very good leg kicks. He's going to destroy Yuri's leg kicks, just like Alex Pereira did in that fight. And then eventually Pereira got the knockout. I'm not saying Rakic is going to get a knockout here, but I think Rakic will win the minutes, and he could get a knockout, but I don't see it. So give me Rakic to win by decision. I think Yuri just needs something crazy to win this fight, and I just don't think it's going to happen. I'm very confident, actually, on Rakic here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Coming off
it almost made my weirdly confident pick of the week, but you know what? I wanted to get a little crazier, so I went with Kattar.
Yeah. So I mean, Rakic, pretty good kickboxing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say deadly leg kicks. I don't know.
He's got very good leg kicks. Just Jan was able to check a lot of them.
Yeah, Jan was the only one leg kicking.
Who's not going to be checking them? I tell you that.
Yeah. So Rakic, good kickboxing. The only thing he's ever did that makes him look like a dangerous man is when he kicked Jimmy Manuwa in the head, which a lot of people put Jimmy Manuwa out. Good kickboxing, like you said, technical. Okay wrestling, okay jiu-jitsu. He's a big dude, but I just don't think he likes a fight, dude. I don't think he really. If you go watch the Volkan Ustamir fight, Volkan in fights after the first round tends to fall off a cliff. You know what I mean? And then he tends to be not the same dude. But in that fight, like they had a tough first round, and then the second round, like Volkan started taking over and just hitting him with leg kicks. And Rakic is so low output. He wants a clean.
I'm glad you said that. But go ahead.
If he can get a clean, low output, I mean, you fight Thiago Santos. He fought that fucker and landed 34 strikes. You know what I mean? Then he fought Anthony Smith and was actually landing good leg kicks on Anthony Smith because you can do that. And then he just took him down for 5 rounds and laid on him. Anthony Smith don't try to get back up. Yuri is a fucking savage. Dude, go watch anybody take him down. That fucker does not accept being on the bottom. And he's got decent wrestling himself. Like, his wrestling's getting better because when Yuri was coming up, like his whole career, if you go, I was watching this dude before he got in the UFC. And if you go watch his career, everybody tried to take him down. That was his whole thing, dude. They would take him down, hold him down. I remember the one dude I watched was a wrestler. They were doing 10-minute rounds. And that dude held him down for and just kept out wrestling. This is about 5 years ago. And when Yuri got up and that dude was tired, he freaking put the dude to sleep because he's got good cardio. He's got super good toughness. In the Alex Pereira fight, dude, Yuri took all them leg kicks, which Alex Pereira is a way better leg kicker than Rakic. He's hitting down a lot, though. Yeah, but he's hitting you with both legs. But, dude, in that fight, I had a bet on Alex Pereira, and Yuri was starting to take that fight over. Alex was starting to slow down. Yuri, he wasn't even throwing leg kicks no more. Yuri was in the pocket and throwing big shots, and he landed a bunch of big shots on Alex. And that's why when Alex hit him, he was up against the cage like this and just hit him with that left hook. But Yuri was on his way to winning that fight. If Alex wouldn't have hit him with that left hook, I thought you'd so Yuri throws a lot more volume. He hits hard. He throws from weird angles. He's got good striking defense. He'll get hit because he has his hands down, but he's durable. But go watch when he's knocked out Volkan Oezdemir. His head movement, dude, he's dodging everything, hitting him with shots. He does.
That doesn't scare you at all with his hands down by his thighs.
No, the only person I've seen really knock him out, King Mohammed Lual knocked him out back.
Why do you think he got knocked out by Pereira?
But there wasn't hands down. No, he was trying to finish him. He was on the thing. They got into a big ass go. If you go watch it, they was both throwing big ass shots. Yuri was backing him up, putting the pressure on him. It looked like Alex was slowing down. They went up against the cage, and it was just kind of like Izzy and Alex. When Alex started going nuts on him, and Izzy just hits him with that's what happened. Yuri, but no, man, Rakic's solo output, he's not going to be able to wrestle Yuri here. Yuri's going to be the one coming forward. The first round's going to be tough. They're both going to be throwing shit. But, dude, to me, Rakic, dude, he ain't finishing nobody. And he's got that one damn freaking win over Jimmy Manuwa. And people from 7 years ago that everybody did that to Jimmy Manuwa. And people's going to think he's some type of finisher. But I don't think is that the – okay, so Devin Clark, he finished Devin Clark. Wow. Devin Clark fucking rocked him and almost finished him in the first round of that fight. Then the only other person he's finished is Jimmy Manuwa, dude. Barroso went to decision. Santos Smith got beat by Oezdemir. He's not that dangerous. He was losing the Jan Blachowicz fight. He was losing. Even if he wouldn't have got his leg hurt, he was getting chewed up by leg kicks. Was losing that fight. I don't think. I mean, it's not that he's bad, but I don't think he's that great. But he has not done anything to be a favorite over Yuri Prochazka. Then he's coming back after a 2-year layoff. Who's he beat? Who has he ever beat?
Who's Yuri beat?
What?
Yuri?
The Glover win. Dude, Glover would beat Rakic too.
42-year Rakic will beat Glover.
Glover's a beast.
Come on, man.
Volkan,
he was losing that fight until literally 10 seconds before that fight ended.
And dude, Dominic Reyes at that point, because Yuri's the one that really took his chin from him. When he got dropped by fucking Blachowicz,
there was 2 knockouts before that one.
No, there wasn't. There was
one at least.
Him. But Blachowicz didn't put him out. Blachowicz dropped him, hit him with some shots. Yuri hit him with that spinning elbow, dude. And when your lights go out like that, you go face down. Go watch him fight Volkan Oezdemir. He fucking takes his shots and puts him face down. Dude, when Yuri hits people, he's Jeremy Stevens. Them motherfuckers don't move. Rakic ain't doing that to nobody. Yuri's going to make this dirty. The first round, Rakic's going to land some leg kicks. He's going to do this. Yuri's going to get his timing and just start landing more shots, put out that pressure, put on the pace, dude. And he's going to fucking either finish Rakic or just win from just the Rakic ain't going to, you see the paces, when you in the second round versus Volkan, in the second round versus Dominic Reyes, dude, it's because all the stuff that's happened up till then that wears on them guys. And then he just keeps coming. He's knocked out 27 of his 28 wins or 28 out of 29.
A lot of them are bums.
You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Rakic ain't even knocking bums out. Dude, like I said, Volkan.
He's in the UFC. He doesn't have to knock out bums. He's fighting the best of the best.
Listen, Volkan's putting Anthony Smith to sleep, right? Volkan's putting Jimmy Manuwa to sleep. He's fucking killing Devin Clark. He already put Volkan Oezdemir to sleep. Probably put Santos to sleep too. And Jan Blachowicz, I would take him over Jan, even though that would be a really good fight. But Yeah, man, I like Yuri here as an underdog. I just don't think that Ratchik's all that good. Especially you go watch that Volkan fight. He don't like getting hit hard.
Well, if everybody loves Yuri so much because he's so technical and he's gonna win all these fights, and good
there
for
we
you.
go. Oh shit, Kiwi's coming in hot. I didn't even see that. I didn't see all that.
See it either. What do you say?
This must be there's a lot of comments on this. Let's see. Yuri decision. Raw torques out Yuri.
All right, guys. I'm cool with being on an island, so I just want to remember I'm going to screenshot all of these comments saying how Yuri's going to win, and then we'll see what happens when he's walking in the punches and leg kicks and not checking shit, and then we'll see who wins. Cool.
Like, dude, even if Ratchet takes him down, he's reversing. He was reversing Glover, dude, and Glover's got way better jiu-jitsu.
Glover's 47 years old.
Doesn't matter. It's still a savage. Yeah, let's see. I just don't understand. How's he the favorite, though? Coming off his injury, he wasn't looking good before that.
I know why he's the favorite. I just told you. He's more technical. He's not as hittable. And he's got nasty leg kicks that Yuri doesn't check. And he's got the wrestling upside. There's a lot of good things about Rakic. The only little thing that's a little red flag is that injury that he's coming off of. But then again, he took the time off, just like Kattar. It's going to be fine. If you're looking at his Instagram page, he's actually doing training, and you see Yuri going on the treadmill with a couple weights like this. Like, this guy doesn't train.
What?
I don't understand.
Doesn't train?
Did you go up?
You think that's how that man's really training, bro?
On the treadmill with the weights like this?
Bro.
He trains like that. He ain't sparring.
I want everything that Yuri, whatever he's doing, give me his drunken master style. It's better than just a straight
everyone can fall in love with the master samurai himself because he's going to lose.
But does Ratchik like pressure?
He can handle it. He doesn't like it, but he can handle it.
Let's see.
He's fine. Everybody always pressures. The only reason why some of these fights that with Rakic had, which were boring, if you want to say in low output, is because the other fighter wasn't initiating and he wasn't initiating either. So who's going to be initiating the fight? Yuri. Cool. That's fine. And you're right. But Rakic is fine with that. That's what he wants. It's fine. It's good. It's a good matchup for Rakic. Honestly.
We'll see. Yuri's no good matchup for anybody, especially coming off the couch. 2 years, you want to come right off the couch into chaos?
Yeah.
Into chaos. I mean, most chaos.
When you're more technical, why not? I would gladly.
Let's go, Yuri. We got 486 people here chilling, man. Shout out to everybody.
Either way, this is going to be a fun fight. It's going to be close. All these fights are close, guys. We're just defending our units. We don't hate each other that much.
No. Nope. Glover sub. Yeah. Sprinkle Yuri around. Yeah, that's what he's been finishing dudes in the second. He goes nuts,
has
man.
Only been KO'd once in his career. Just throwing that out there before you throw money away.
How'd that go last week? Real Fight Picks when we was arguing about Masimoto and Argueta. How'd it go when we was doing Rodriguez versus Bulgarian?
You know who won that fight, Cody.
All right.
Don't even go there.
Let's go. I cash big tickets. Big tickets.
I can also say Pereira.
Rakic. We got a lot of people on Rakic, but they don't want. Some don't want to bet him.
You should at this. This is, guys. If you are looking for a bet, I like this one.
Ooh.
It's close to a pick'em. It's not like you're taking a chance on. If Rakic was minus 200, I wouldn't bet this fight at all. There's no way.
Which fight did you watch him fight that you think he's freaking great?
Well, if honestly, he was winning against Jan until he got his leg hurt. Well, then you're high. What was the fight that you liked that Yuri won? Was it Dominic Reyes?
Volkan, Dominic, Glover. He's got fights outside of the UFC. Dude's a savage, man. Your boy fought Justin Ledette, Devin Clark.
Jan Blachowicz would destroy Yuri.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You are crazy. I
said it right now. Go ahead.
What are you smoking?
You know why? Because he's more technical. And he's got nasty leg kicks.
You know what beats
Rakic.
You know what beats technical fighters? Awkward ass fighters that throw from angles that technical fighters ain't.
Do you know who beat awkward ass fighters that aren't good? Technical fighters. So it just depends on who catches who.
I don't know how you think Yuri ain't good, man. The dude's good.
He's not as good as everyone thinks he is. He's a fun fighter. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, how about this one? Next fight, Charles Oliveira, Arman Tsarukyan. I'm gonna let you start this one because I know you got some shit yet to get off your chest. Oh, shit.
Do Bronx
I
wins.
like it. I like it.
Guys, I don't know who needs to hear this. If you are on Arman, I feel sorry for you. At minus 250. That's awful. You should never bet Arman at minus 250 against Oliveira, who's proven everybody wrong time and time again, except the Islam fight. This dude, this dude is a killer. We all know who Charles Oliveira. I'm not even going to break this down. Like, Charles Oliveira is going to win this fight. Arman's good. He's very good. He's just not ready for Oliveira. He's got the better striking. Oliveira does. He's got the grappling in case this fight does go to the mat. And please, 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 for the love of God, do not say that Arman is exactly like Islam and it's going to happen the same way. There's no way. Islam's way better than Arman. I don't even care. Islam has leveled up since they fought like 3 times. Arman, the judges said Arman did not beat Mateusz Gamrot. And actually made a pretty close fight to Mateusz Gamrot. Oliveira would destroy Mateusz Gamrot. I'm sorry. Destroy. So, to me, Oliveira all day. Wouldn't be shocked if it's a knockout. Wouldn't be shocked if it's submission. It's going to be a finish. At these plus 190 odds for Oliveira, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, guys. And if you bet Arman, I want to see that ticket. I don't believe you. Throwing it out there right now. I don't believe anybody who's betting Arman. I really don't. There's no way.
At that price,
There's no way. You cannot bet Arman at this price. You can't do it, and you can feel comfortable about it. And if you bet, I want to see it. Put it on Twitter. DM me if you don't want to show everyone else. I don't care. I want to see it.
But yeah. So
I think oh man, I'm all about Arman. You know that, DG.
So Arman's good,
way back.
Right? He's got good striking.
I'm not breaking.
I don't think he's as dangerous as he looked against, freaking Dariush. That was coming out Dariush getting knocked out by Charlie, but it was just like a nice little move. He hit him with that Umar Nurmagomedov where he like threw the knee and then right after the knee popped him right on the face, dropped him, hurt him, then
good shot.
Finished, followed up. But so he's got good striking. It's not like he's got terrible striking. He's got good wrestling, he's got really good wrestling. And then he's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Like he's not really subbing dudes, but he can stay safe, he can transition, and then he's got good ground and pound. Good elbows, especially if he's fighting Joel Alvarez, who's a bum and just lays there on his fucking back. He does nothing and literally like did nothing. He got hit with that big elbow with like 10 seconds left, but he really wasn't doing anything to him either. The difference is Joel Alvarez has no wrestling whatsoever, right? Charles Oliveira is super well-rounded. Terminator, dangerous everywhere, can finish you standing, finish you on the ground, hit you standing, and then finish you on the ground. He's got really good wrestling. Like you've seen him out wrestle Dustin Poirier, work on him, and then wear him down and submit him. In the fight with Islam, Charles Oliveira, he came out, he got taken down like once or twice in the first round. He got taken down, I believe, once, got up, got taken down again. And then in the second round, stopped all the takedown. And at the end of the first round was up and throwing good strikes and stuff. Second round, he stopped the first initial takedown of Islam. I think Islam tried 1 takedown or 2 in the second round, but Charles Oliveira stopped him by then. Was landing some decent shots, then just fucking I think the biggest thing that why Charles got against Islam is because the same thing that would have got all of us is the fact that we didn't know Islam had good ass striking. I
said it in my breakdowns. I didn't know he had that good of striking until that time.
Nobody did. We all assumed that if he couldn't wrestle, because he fucked everybody up, just took him down and messed him up. So we didn't know how good his striking is. Then after you see what he did to Charles, then you see with Volkanovski and stuff. It's like, oh, okay, this dude fucking can actually strike too. So Charles underestimated his striking more and just did jumped up for a knee, like and got hit and then got taken down and choked out. But other than that, he's on what 13 out of 14 fights, beating the best freaking people in the world. He's going to be 3 inches taller with an inch and a half of reach. Size matters. I know Armin's thick, but dude, size matters in this game. On the feet, Charles is going to have he's going to throw the straighter punches. I don't know. I mean, he's got way more front kicks up the middle. He's going to have
Nasty
the more powerful
knees.
striking, powerful Muay Thai knees. So the first round, like it's going to be tough. Like Armin, both of them's going to land some shots and stuff, but like anytime this is on the feet, I got to favor Charles Oliveira. Like just his striking a little bit, like the more power. Like we've seen Arman get hurt by like what's the one dude's name? I don't know, Silva.
Joaquin.
Yeah, Joaquin Silva. But man, in this one, like I honestly think that like Oliveira will be able to stop most of the takedowns, just like Mateus Gamrot was. And by the second round, and if Charles happens to get on top of Tsarukyan, it's going to be very dangerous. But like I think Charles can get a club and sub. I think Charles can land the way bigger shots. I think that he's got good enough. It's not like he's got no wrestling to where Armin's just going to take him down and hold him down the whole time. When you take Charles down, he's throwing elbows off his back and trying tons of submissions, and he's trying to get back up. So I don't know. I fucking plus 185 for Charles Oliveira here is crazy. He was an underdog to Beneil Dariush. Get the hell out of
here. That was the gift of the general.
Yeah,
like it was a gift that kept on giving. I don't understand that.
And not only that, but Armin Tsarukyan ain't never fucking beat nobody. He's never beat. Go look at who he's beat. Joaquin Silva, fucking Matt Frivola.
Short notice.
Shout out Matt Frivola. I love him, but like he's not beating anybody, bro. He's really
this is a big step up for him.
Yeah.
Big,
so
big.
Give me Charles Oliveira plus 185 all day, dude. All day. I love it. But
I just
could he get taken down and held down for 3 rounds? I guess. But
no, I don't think so. There's no way. And if it is, it's going to be interesting because there's going to be a lot of submissions thrown up. This isn't going to look like Joel Alvarez versus Armin. There's no way. Don't get that out of your brain too. Joel Alvarez is not good. He really is not good. He's tall. He looks like he should be dangerous. He's not good.
Johnny's on Armin.
I want to see the bet, Johnny News. I said it. I want to see it.
On Armin. I don't know why. Yeah.
If it's Johnny News, I don't believe you. I hope you didn't.
Gaethje said that Charles Oliveira hit him the hardest he's ever been hit. He said when he got hit by him, he said it shocked him, and it shocked his tongue. He said it felt like he put his tongue on a battery. He's like, that's how hard he hit me. It was a shock. Like, dude, he's fucking good everywhere. Like, even if it goes to the ground, I mean, I doubt he's just gonna catch him in a submission, but he could. You know what I mean? And like,
always like. I'll look at it now just to be safe, but Armin's never fought a grappler as good as Armin. I mean, if you want to say Islam, but I mean, that was before Islam. We knew who Islam was. Like Islam leveled up since then. I'm not saying Armin didn't, but that fight was a while ago, like 2019, like 5 years ago.
And
that is his claim to fame. It's a good claim to fame to have.
I think Charles can stop takedowns by the second round, like he did with Islam. Like Charles has good. When somebody has pretty good offensive wrestling themselves, like they're gonna have pretty good defensive wrestling too. And then once like at first, Armin's gonna come out strong, fast, and he's probably gonna land a takedown or two. But like I said, Olives will be working from the bottom. But then as they get up and they slow down, dude, like Olives is gonna stop them takedowns. And when Arman tries to come in and grab him and hold him up against cage, gonna take down, Charles is gonna be Muay Thai kneeing him right in the ribs. Like, dude, he's just so dangerous. That line's crazy. This should be damn near a pick 'em because it should be a pick 'em. This is 2 of the best fighters in the whole world. We ain't never seen Arman beat anybody near like you said. Arman ain't fucking Islam. If he was Islam, he would have finished Mateus Gamrot
and not have made it a close decision.
Yeah, he's going to get some takedowns, but by the second round,
it's going to be early, if that. Like Charles Oliveira doesn't have awful takedown defense. I hope people don't think that. Like he doesn't. Like he can get taken down, but he was stuffing a lot of Islam's takedowns. Like rewatch that fight.
Yeah, Benny had Charles. He took him down, and then Charles got up. But Benny's got great wrestling, dude. Like if you watch him,
very good grappling too.
Yeah, he won most of his fights by grappling, but he took Charles down. But as soon as they got up, Charles gave him the fucking business head kick. Blah, blah, took him down. Like that's the difference. But Arman, I mean, he could take him down. He would have to. I mean, anytime it's standing, it's going to be tough.
I don't think he can control him for enough to win the fight.
I got 3 units on Oliveira at plus 185. Mine's $100 units. So I got 3 units to win like 5.
I got
5.
A little over 2, so I can win like 4.5. It's like just to make it like that. I'm confident. That's my biggest bet of the card. So there you go. A little biased, a little bit, but I am confident. I'm not just throwing shit at and hoping the best. Like, no, I bet him.
Dude, Michael Chandler, all of them are good wins. Like Chandler versus fucking Tsarukyan. If you think that like Tsarukyan's just going to go out and out wrestle Chandler, they're crazy. I would like that. Would be a very good fight.
Honestly, I would have to think about that.
Dude, Chandler's a very close fight. Dog, bro, and Tsarukyan ain't going to knock him out standing. I don't think so. That would be a dog fight. I don't even know if I am. And I'm taking, you know what? I'm taking Charles over Chandler. Like,
100.
That was a good fight too, dude. Charles be some mofos out here, dude.
Listen,
he's 13 out of his last 14, and sure, some of them, but even like his ones over like Jared Gooden, like Gordon, like he beat them dudes down, man. Yeah, I thought he beat Gamrot, but you should be fucking dusting.
Listen,
Gamrot.
It was a close fight. I did think Arman won, but Arman should have, if he was ready for a championship fight, let's put it that way, or title shot, he should have beat Gamrot.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah,
there should be no question about it.
Yeah, I think the size and reach of even though, like I said, Arman's thick, but like I like Charles's reach. He's built good for fighting. And if Arman starts slowing down at all in this fight, like he did against the 3 rounds favor Arman, but it shouldn't, because like 5 rounds he slowed down a little bit against Gamrot, but Oliveira's gonna get this.
I love that bet too.
Yeah, plus 800. It could definitely.
I think if you're on Charles, I think you need to throw a little bit on that bet, because I think it's a little outrageous. Yeah, throwing that out there as well.
Yeah, Armand fought Joel. Yeah, Joel.
He's not good though. He's just really not good. He's got decent grappling. I just don't think it's that great.
He's got no takedown defense either. But yeah,
he's got a lot of submissions. He's got good arm because he's very long. He's got long legs. He's got the arm triangles from his back and stuff. Blah 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 blah. But other than that, like, he's not tough. He doesn't really have great striking. Like, he almost lost to freaking Mark Diakase until the back of the head thing hit, and then he got the KO that way. Like, we watched some of those Joel Alvarez fights. I was all over Rebeski, to be honest.
Yeah. Next fight, men's middleweight, Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. I'm gonna start this one.
You gonna go with the underdog here, Cody? You and Cody's are gonna lock up?
I mean, dude, he has a chance. Like, just because, like, even like he said, like,
does he have a DQ chance? Is that what
we've never seen Bo Nickal get punched in the face yet. So, like, to be $2,500, and we don't know if you can fully take a punch to the face is kind of wild. And but I do, you know what I mean? I think Bo's the truth. I think he's got decent striking. I think that he's going to have the way better wrestling. He's going to have the better jiu-jitsu. He's going to have the better heart. He's going to have the better everything. It's just like Cody Brundage, for what he is, he's dangerous in that first round. You know what I mean? So, like, he could catch a guillotine. We've seen against Dolce Lungabula. He could knock him out like we've seen against Trayshawn Gore. He's not fucking slamming Bo Nickal on his head. That will not happen. But he's slightly dangerous. You know what I mean? It's definitely the best opponent Bo Nickal's fought. So, I mean, I'm taking Bo Nickal to fucking sub this dude in under a round and a half. But we're still going to find out a little bit. You know what I mean? As he takes these little bit of steps up in competition, we'll see what's up. But, yeah, under 1.5 I like. And I think Bo Nickal subs him. How do you got it?
Right on. Yeah. So I don't want to, like, be mean to fighters because I've done that before. But man,
you better hope you don't run into Catlin at a UFC.
I used to call people trash cans back in the day, and then their teammates would come on our show and badmouth us and blah 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 blah. I'll just put it this way: I am not a Cody Brundage fan, and if I could say a lot of stuff about him, I would, but I'm not going to. Now,
it's a good idea.
Bo Nickal's going to win this fight. He's going to get those takedowns. I think he's not even going to strike with Cody Brundage. Why would he? I wouldn't if I was him. Let's go for takedowns and save your striking until someone who's actually worthy enough to see your striking. Like, just get this fight over. Make Cody Brundage look like a freaking lower level MMA. Like, I'm talking like, what's lower than like LFA? Like that level guy,
Right.
sub him in the first round, get out of here, get your performance bonus, get the 50K, get out of here. Cody Brundage has nothing good about him other than he has a potential to maybe get a DQ because maybe Bo Nickal knees him in the crotch, kind of like he did against Jimmy Pickett.
He did knee the fuck out.
He did. That's why I said that. But other than that, that's the way Cody Brundage wins. Look at him against Cedric Dumas. I know the fight was on short notice, but he wanted to, Cedric Dumas, whatever his name is. He wanted to quit after every round. His corner was
He was on like
telling
3
him,
days notice for that.
I
fight,
know,
to be
but
honest.
still, but you shouldn't have that mentality, even if you're taking this fight on short notice. This guy doesn't want to be in there most times than not. He's getting dominated more times than not. Yeah, he had that slam KO against Zach Reese. Who the fuck is Zach Reese?
Good
win from him.
Disrespectful shit. You just said he was off that.
I'm sorry.
Just
Who the fuck is Zach Reese? I don't know who he was. I picked him though. I will say that because I don't think Cody Brundage is good.
Yeah,
he's not. He's not good anywhere. He got a lucky knockout with Tresean Gore, but who's Tresean Gore? He's not good either. That's why he's hasn't been fighting in a year. I don't even know who he is anymore. Give me Bo Nickal, first round submission, all day, every day, twice on Sunday. And I think the submission prop for Nickal is pretty good right now still. So I would, if you jump on that right now, and I think it's like minus 120, minus 125. Could have got a little bit better than that earlier, but that's the way to do it.
It'll be a top 3 upset as far as pricing, but not as far as like, because like they're both like lower level at this point. Like he's of what could be, but it's like, I mean, there's people like Aaron Pico, and that kid was supposed to be the truth, and he's starting to be the truth now, but he took some L's early in his career. But as far as money, but the top 3 upsets are like got to be like, you know, St. Pierre getting beat by Matt
Holly
Serra,
Holm and Ronda Rousey,
stuff like
the
that,
big one. Pena versus
but
Nunes.
Betting upset, because what's the other one? Like Maria Agapova when she lost.
That one, that was crazy. Yeah.
What was that girl's name that beat her? That was terrible. Shanna Dobson.
No. Oh, it was. I thought it was Eubanks, but they're kind of interchangeable.
What? Jeez.
I'm just saying they're level wise.
Yeah. Ruby Ray. All I know is I'm avoiding this fight in a parlay. Yeah. Yep. If Brunner, sports been rigged. Hey, definitely the decisions. Next fight is in the men's lightweight division. We have Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. And I mean, I think this is going to be a good fight. I like both of these guys. Like, I like them as fighters. I've been fans of both these guys forever because the way they fight. Justin Gaethje's got excellent boxing, power in both hands. Good wrestling, comes from a college wrestling background. And then is just super explosive in his striking. Powerful leg kick, shows a new powerful head kick that he hit Dustin Poirier with. And the best thing I like about his game is he's a savage, but he's learned to control his savage. Like when he used to fight when he first came in against Michael Johnson and against who do you have crazy fights with? I mean, he had the crazy one with Chandler, but that was later on. But like Michael Johnson, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, like he would just come out and push a crazy pace, and see, you know, like try to drag you to hell and then see who could take it. But as he's gotten older, man, and his striking's just getting better. He's slowing down, and now he's not just going out there and trying to kill you in the first round and throw 140 strikes. Now he's picking his shots, and when a dude like that with that much power slows down and starts picking his shots, man, he's freaking dangerous. He's got good boxing, but more of the boxing, he's got power leg kicks. I really like that in this fight. It's crazy. I know a lot of like Max. We know Max. All right, Max is got good boxing, good volume, good cardio, world-class durability. But dude, Max, like he's getting older and he's took more damage than anybody in the UFC. Gaethje's took some damage, but like, dude, Max takes damage where he's taken like 300, 400, 500 significant strikes in a lot or in a win. You know what I mean? When he's landing, like he's been hit so many times, right? A lot of people are going to talk about Max when he fought Poirier in 2019. Here's a couple things I have on that. Poirier and Max, when they fought in 2019, it was short notice for Max. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't like 3 days, but it was short notice for Max, right? The thing is, back then, that was when Max was Max. Max was fucking invincible. He hadn't been beaten like 4 years. He was the 145-pound champ. He had that aura of invincibility. He goes up and fights Poirier, who only boxes him. They didn't grapple at all. Poirier didn't throw no kicks. Them dudes boxed the whole time. Poirier beats him 49-46. Max had decent moments in that. Like, people are going to go to him and be like, well, he had some moments. What he would do was, like, Poirier tried to finish him hard in the first round, really. He had Max hurt like 3 or 4 times in the first round, and he kind of gassed himself out, but he still fought all 5 rounds because Max doesn't fucking hit hard. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, people was like, oh, he's going to overwhelm Gaethje in the 4th and 5th. Like, Gaethje doesn't come out and just gas himself out no more. And Max ain't finished. He has 1 knockout win in 5 years, and that's over fucking Korean Zombie, who retired shortly after. Like, come on, he hasn't really been finishing anybody, even when he's hitting people 700 times. So in this fight, people were expecting Max from 2019 to be fighting the reckless, young and reckless Justin Gaethje from 2019, but that's not going to happen. When you come up to this fight, Max, what the fuck has Max improved on in them 5 years? He still does the same thing, boxing, coming forward. That it's Max Holloway. Take your best shot, give you some back. Justin Gaethje's got so much fucking better since then. He's just a much smarter fighter. He's going to have the power advantage. He's going to be using leg kicks here, where fucking Poirier didn't use none of that. He's going to be using, and Max is, we seen what Volkanovski did to Max with leg kicks, right? Since Max lost to Dustin Poirier, took a ton of damage in that fight. He's like 4-3 since then, or something like that. You know, he's lost to Volkanovski 3 times. He had a close fight with Yair where he was getting outstruck and had to grapple in that fight, and just took a ton of damage since then. Like I said, I don't see where he's improved. And now he's coming up to 155, and like, dude, like, I don't know like, yeah, he's the most durable dude, but dude, we haven't seen it. He's been fighting people at 145 who don't fucking hit hard. Volkanovski don't knock people out. Like, Ortega ain't really knocking people out. These people, but like Justin Gaethje, like, just to think that Max can come up to 155, no, he's just going to take his shots because he's took everybody's shots, doesn't make sense to me, because Justin Gaethje can knock anybody in the fucking world out. He's the hardest hitter at 155. He could probably go up to 170 and starch people. You know what I mean? Like, who's out swinging him at 155?
We just talked about him. Charles Oliveira, baby.
Yeah, but I don't know as far as like maybe 1-punch knockout power. Maybe. I mean, Charles is a beast, but
I mean, somebody dropped Gaethje to the mat.
Yeah, he dropped Charles about 3 times before that too.
It's hey.
But when he hits people,
purpose,
they don't move. When he knocks, but I'm just saying it's a tough matchup for Max to come up to, you know, and I'm taking Gaethje. I'm taking the dude that's on a higher path, going up, looking better. He's not going to get like Gaethje is going to come out, and these dudes are going to be striking. And do you see him just folding? And it's not like he folded against Alvarez or fucking Poirier when he lost them fights. He just got hit with a big shot. Like, he was winning that fight with Poirier the first fight, and just got hit with a big shot. I believe it was the 3rd or 4th round. So yeah, I fucking love Gaethje here. I think I thought he was going to be fighting freaking after knocking out Poirier with that head kick. You think he can't hit Max with one of them? Like, I thought he was getting the next shot with Islam after knocking out Poirier like that. So I don't know, man. To think he can't knock out Holloway, like, Poirier is not easy to knock out either. But give me Justin Gaethje, bro. I like Gaethje a lot in this fight. He's going to hurt. Like, I can see him finishing Max. I don't want to. I love Max. He's one of my favorite fighters ever. Like I said, just to think that he can't be finished because he ain't fought Justin Gaethje. Who's the hardest hitter Max has ever fought besides Poirier? Let's see. Where's this dude at?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Let's see. Arnold Allen, no. Yair punches pretty hard. Kattar punches hard as shit. But Volkanovski, Frankie Edgar, Ortega, Aldo. Pettis.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but Aldo is small as shit.
He's fighting, he's fighting featherdweights. That's the thing. So it's hard to gauge.
Yeah, and then Justin Gaethje. Usually Max likes to use his size. He's a fucking huge 145er, bro. Max is fucking huge. Well, guess who's the same exact size as him? Justin Gaethje. Actually, guess who's going to hit way harder? Justin Gaethje. A little
bit bigger, actually.
What? They're the same height.
Bigger.
No, they're not. No, Gaethje's got 1 inch of reach.
Oh,
and they're both 5'11".
I thought Holloway had a little bit more.
No, Johnny. You're fucking
whatever.
Who you got in this fight, Johnny?
This is going to be a fun fight. And I was very tempted. I think the lines, especially earlier in the week, were way off, because I do think this is going to be a close fight. So anybody who got Max Holloway like at plus 170 range or so, I think they did great. But also too, when the lines just came out at the same time, Max Holloway plus 5.5 spread was minus 100. Still pretty good right now, but it was minus 100. I think this fight's going to be close, whoever you pick. And I actually think this fight goes to decision. And if it goes to decision, I'm picking Max Holloway. And I cannot go against Max Holloway's chin until I see him get knocked out with my own eyeballs. Not to say he doesn't have power, not to say that he can't knock out Max, but you know what? I got to see it before I even bet it. Max Holloway has never been knocked down in the UFC, guys. That's where I'm going with. This is my breakdown. This is it.
Poirier rocked him like 8 times, though.
I don't care. He didn't get knocked down. So
getting rocked.
Give me Max Holloway, and as the fight goes on, I actually like him better. So this could be a good live betting spot. If this fight gets into round 3, which I do believe it will, I think Gaethje will win the early rounds, and I think Max will win the later rounds. So whoever probably wins round 3 is going to win this fight. If there's no finish, obviously, but I'm just going with what I feel like is going to happen. I think this fight goes to decision. Gaethje does kind of slow down as the fight goes on. His power kind of wanes a little bit. And Max is Max. He's been in numerous 5-round wars too. And he's there every time in front of your face talking shit. Like he doesn't care. But the first couple rounds, Max needs to be careful. I will say that. But I'm going to go with Max as an underdog pick. I think he can get this one done. And it's going to be a very fun fight. But the plus 5.5 spread for Max, I think that's the bet to take.
Definitely could.
Because he doesn't need to win. I mean, unless he loses by finish, but we never see Max get finished. Like, I think that's just a logical bet.
Yeah.
Gaethje's not going to win a 49-46.
Like
decision.
the thing with the fight with Max and Poirier, like Max landed some shots, but the difference was when
Poirier is better
landed,
than Gaethje. Even though Gaethje beat him, I think Poirier is better.
The difference, though, is when Poirier hit Max, Max was getting fucking rattled. He probably got rocked 7 times in that fight, where like Poirier didn't get rocked 1 time. He just like Max was still, because Max is touching you. Like Max don't have power, and like that's a big thing when you come up to 150. Like Gaethje's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I don't think Max is going to knock out. The only way Max is going to knock out Gaethje is going to be just because Gaethje quits in the later rounds. That's it. That's it.
I don't understand where people are getting like you don't have cardio and stuff.
If the first 2 or 3 rounds are a war, I want Max on my side. I don't want Gaethje anymore. Now the first 3 rounds, I want Gaethje, but I just think as the fight goes on, it only is going to favor Max because Gaethje's power is going to wane a little bit.
But what about all the damage on him?
Dude, both guys have damage, man. Both guys have been damaged.
No, I'm saying in the fight. Like if Gaethje puts a ton of fucking damage on him in the first 3 rounds.
It could, but you know Max is not going to quit. He's never quit, ever.
He's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about never been knocked down. He's never fought Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
Like, it's a crazy.
It's true. You're right. But I cannot bet Gaethje because of that. I have to see it. Yeah. Show me. Prove it to me.
You don't mind them.
I'll learn from my mistakes, but until then, I'm going with. I think this is going to be a very close fight, and it will go to decision. And I bet you it's going to be a split. Because why?
Max's face is going to be a wreck. You see what Gaethje does to people's faces? These Fiziev, all these dudes.
I think Max can touch up Gaethje's face throughout 5 rounds too.
Maybe.
I mean, look at the fight.
Yeah,
between
what about
Tony
the third
Ferguson,
fight with Volk
Tony Ferguson and Gaethje?
Yeah, look at what Max looked like against Volk in the third fight. He didn't even.
Volk is on a different level than Gaethje.
What?
Yes, Volk is better than Gaethje. Come on, man.
I don't understand why this Gaethje.
Poirier is better than Gaethje. Gaethje beat Poirier though. Poirier's better. He really is. He just got caught with a high kick. Unfortunately, and was kind of a little bit behind the back. Not to say that it was illegal, but it just kind of hit behind in his head, and it's fine.
Yeah,
but I thought Poirier was going to win that fight because I do think he's the better fighter.
Yeah, I've not seen where Gaethje's gas tank has failed him. The losses he had against
down though.
The 2
I'm not
against
saying he's
who?
going to death gas.
He looked great against Chandler. They went to war. He
Dude,
looked great against
okay.
Fiziev in the third. They went to war.
I really think this fight, if you want to look at a Gaethje fight, that's going to maybe look like it's going to be maybe not this identical, but it's good. It's a Tony Ferguson fight. I think this fight's going to be a war.
5
Maybe
hard
not
rounds.
as
He beat
it
the
might
shit out of
be.
Tony. Yeah, it's going to look like that where he's just.
But Max
resting
isn't
on
going to
the-
quit. He's going to be like Tony Ferguson, but
That's
he's
what
not going to get
worries
knocked
me in this
out.
fight. That's why I don't even like that he's coming up. Like they should have gave him Gamrot or something like that. I don't like that Max is coming up and they give him
the reason why it is because of stupid BMF belt.
But the
it
thing
doesn't
is,
mean anything. That's why it's going to go to decision and it's going to be a split, and whoever wins wins because nobody gives a crap about the.
I'm actually worried that if this goes the way I think it's going to go, like Gaethje's going to beat the fucking shit out of Max because Max can't keep him off.
Do it in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but Max can't keep him off him with his baby punches, dude. And Gaethje's going to be fucking blasted. Like, I think, like, honestly, I'm not even bullshit. I think this could get sad, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to talk crap. I mean,
Max Holloway, it's not like he doesn't know how to block high kicks. He can block a high kick. And I really think that's the only way Gaethje's going to knock him out. It's something like he did against Poirier.
Rem Dog said, "Hey, bro, I was driving, so I couldn't comment earlier. Baby Blood gets a pass because she didn't see blonde Oliveira." True that.
That's true.
He was like looking like praying and stuff. And yeah. All right, next fight: women's strawweight, Weili Zhang versus Yan
Xiaonan.
This fight's crazy. Like, I get it that Weili's the giant favorite like that, but like. Oh man, the striking, when it's striking, it's going to be pretty even. Like Zhang has really good striking. Her takedown defense seems like it's improved, and her grappling seems like it's improved a lot since that Carlos Esparza fight. But like where the striking should be pretty even, I'm going to lean Yan a little bit. Freaking the grappling, you know what I mean, is going to be where it's different. Weili has shown phenomenal wrestling, phenomenal BJJ, phenomenal cardio, and phenomenal toughness. So like, and she's so well-rounded. She's so good. There's no holes in her game at all, really. And then there's a slight hole in Yan's game. How do you say her name?
Yan Xiaonan. Xiaonan. I know. It does. Just think Xiaonan.
Shaolin.
But yeah, man. Xiaonan.
Forgive me, Weili Zhang, bro. I just think she's going to use the grappling to get this win. But I'm not.
Is it because that's the only name you can say?
What's that?
Is that because you can only say Weili Zhang?
Weili, I like that. Weili Zhang. Yeah. I forget too. Which one's her first name? I think her first name is supposed to be.
It's actually pronounced like Zhang Weili, like with a J instead of a Z. But I always say Weili Zhang.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
People can't say my name either. So.
And I always say Yan Xiaonan instead of Xiaonan Yan. So I don't know what it is.
It's crazy though. These girls are the exact same age. I get it. There's like 8 billion people, but they're like the exact same age, and they fought a shit ton before they got to the UFC, and they never fought each other. And I'm pretty shocked about that. That these girls have never. They're like literally like a couple months apart or a couple weeks apart in age, and they never fought. But yeah, I like Zhang a lot here. Yang.
Which one?
Zhang. Weili. I like Weili. That's a good name.
Weili it is. Yeah, I'm all over Weili as well. She's just a better overall fighter. Like this is one of those ones that you're like, do you want to put it in a parlay just to be safe? I think it's safe, but at minus 400 for whatever it is, 475, it's like I think she wins pretty consistently, whether it's by finish or decision, like a clear decision. Like I'm talking like 49-46 clear decision. Now does Yan Xiaonan, whatever you want to say, does she have a chance to win? A knockout. That's it. But she's not knocking out anybody except Andrade on short notice. If you look back at any of her on her record, she's got like 70 decisions in a row until that knockout. So she's not knocking out Weili. So Weili is going to win this fight. I do think it extends past like 3 rounds. So if there's going to be a finish, it's probably going to be in rounds 4 or 5 by Weili, but I would just, I don't know. Either you can throw her in a parlay, the money line, you can kind of do like on DraftKings. If you go to like same game parlay, you can do Weili and the over 1.5, you can get like minus 170. I think that's pretty good for like a little parlay piece. If you want to do, you cut it down a little bit. She can get a finish too. She can get a submission. I think she can get a knockout, ground and pound more than likely. It's going to be on the mat if she gets a finish, Weili. So, I mean, that's about it. Weili is just the better fighter. Let's be honest. I'm not going to break it down any more than that.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Anybody in here on Jan? I know.
I mean, I get it, but you're just hoping for a lucky knockout, I think, and that's it.
And dude, to be honest, Lemos cracked her a couple times in that fight. She showed a good chin there. So, yeah.
I mean, her 2 losses in the UFC were against Rose. The first one was a good head kick, and then the second fight was very close.
I thought she won.
I had a Rose bet, but I was sweating.
Rose was like out grappling her.
Yeah.
Next fight. Men's light heavyweight division, Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill for the undisputed light heavyweight title. Who you got in this, Johnny?
Ooh, I got to go with Alex Pereira. Why? Because he's got very good leg kicks. He's the more technical striker. And I think he can get the knockout here because Hill, when he comes rushing in, just leave himself open for a left hook all day. And Hill's not going to wrestle, which is going to be good on, for Alex. He doesn't worry about any wrestling anymore or anything like that. And Hill's coming off a very bad injury, which I think it's worse, like you said earlier on, than an ACL. It's an Achilles injury. And that's only been like a year. And looking at some of his videos that he's posting, he doesn't look like he's in the greatest shape, but he's never really in the greatest shape either. But he does have a puncher's chance. Like he's got the power. He can land a good 1-2 down the middle and knock out Pereira. He's got power to do that. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I just think eventually Pereira is going to be able to maybe drag this fight a little bit longer, maybe like over 1.5. But I think he lands that left hook at some point when Hill tries to come. I don't want to say rushing in, but when he comes to striking, he'll counter him. And I think that'll be it. So give me Pereira to win. I'm going to say second or third round knockout. The leg kicks to me, I think it's going to be key. Like Pereira has very good leg kicks, very good leg. And it's going to slow down Hill early on a lot.
Yeah. I have no confidence in the pick on either one in this fight. Like, because both these dudes are so fucking good, man. Like, and either one, I can see either one of them knocking each other out. Like, I feel like Jamal Hill is going to have a huge speed advantage here in the hands for sure. And like Alex Pereira doesn't have really good striking defense. Like, he's very long and like kind of like tall, so like he'll move his head a little bit. But even Yuri was landing some decent shots on him. But yeah, man, like. The Jamal Hill coming back from injury, like I feel like, I mean, maybe he says he's fine, but like I feel like maybe he's coming back for the bag at UFC 300. You know how much money they probably offered him? So even if he was like 90%, they probably offered him millions for this because you know what I mean. They needed a freaking needed a good main event.
And they didn't have a good main event until that was like the last fight.
Yeah, because it's, in April, it's during Ramadan. There's not a lot of the good Muslim fighters ain't really fighting too much. So you couldn't get really Islam or nothing like that. So yeah, man. But Pereira, obviously world champion kickboxer, great hands, left hooks, sends you to the morgue, leg kicks, send you to the hospital bare minimum. He's kicking you with both legs. His grappling, his takedown defense isn't the best, but he's good at surviving on the ground and somewhat getting up. It seems like it slows his ass way down though when he does have to grapple. Even against Yuri, man, like he was kicking the shit out of Yuri. Then Yuri took him down with like 1.5 minutes left in the round. And when they got up, like he looked slower and tireder in the second round. Like he wasn't throwing as many leg kicks, kind of getting hit by Yuri. Like I said, man, I thought I was on my way to losing that Alex Pereira bet with Yuri. But
you gotta have faith, man. I hit it. It was great.
Yeah.
Have faith here, man. It's a good line. It's a good line.
I do. I mean, I like it, but I like both these guys. But like Jamal Hill, so like, dude, that Achilles injury and coming back, that's a big point of this for me. And he's going to be getting kicked in the leg, and I don't think that it's like unhealed or like not that it's not healed, and not that the leg kicks were going to hurt that because they're going to hurt him anyways. But I just feel like his leg's going to be a little weaker there at this point. You know what I mean? Than it was last year, or it's going to be in the next year. I just feel like a year for that kind of surgery is crazy, but Pereira's going to be throwing them leg kicks, dude. Jamal Hill switches to southpaw and throws that crazy left head kick that he was hitting fucking Glover with all the time. Like, this is going to be a good fight, man.
I will say this, though.
What's that?
Pereira is like 6 inches taller than Glover.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to be.
But it's
with
fast
the weight condition that he's in, I don't know if he's going to be able to get that leg that high.
Right. So, yeah, dude, like, I mean,
even
really,
Pereira doesn't do like high leg kicks. He just does his or high kicks. He just does fucking low kicks. That's all he wants to do. And then he has that left hook that can knock you out.
Punches you. That's his head kick up high with that left hook. But man, dude, like, really, like, to be honest, the biggest reason that I'm picking fucking Pereira is because of the injury thing. If these dudes fought and Jamal Hill didn't get injured, I would pick Jamal Hill. But, like, also, I'm telling you right now, I'm not 100% confident on Pereira. Like, I can still see Jamal Hill punching his fucking head off because he's going to be his hands are going to be faster. I think he's a little more durable. Not to say that Pereira ain't durable, but, like, Jamal Hill hits hard. We ain't never seen Jamal Hill even get rocked, get knocked down, none of that. We've seen his arm get flopped around, but we haven't seen him get, dropped, hurt. He hasn't took the biggest shots. He hasn't fought the biggest punchers. I mean, he didn't really get hit by Johnny Walker. Thiago Santos.
I was going to say
him the whole time.
Jamal, this is a big step up in competition.
The thing though the thing is like him and Glover basically struck most of that fight, and fucking Glover was landing on him some big shots. Like Jamal's face got fucked up too. So and he didn't look like he was in great shape in that fight. He looked like he was in worse shape for that fight than he was. But he took that fight on short notice too. He was like 6 weeks for that. But I thought he had said something like even earlier this year, he wouldn't be ready for 300 or something. Now he's on it. But give me Pereira, just because I said, like, I don't think that Hill's fully at 100% yet. Like, I don't think he's the fighter he was a year ago. And in a year, he will be. Same thing I said with Yuri when he came back super early and fought Pereira. Like, dude, I just don't think he's ready yet. But now he's had another like 8 months, you know what I mean? To like even heal more, get better, get back, get his body back. That makes it better for me.
What do you think about the, I don't want to say conspiracy theory, but the angle of Glover fighting Yuri first, then Pereira wins. Glover fighting Hill first, is Pereira going to win? Because they're the coach. Glover's the coach. He can tell him everything that he's going to do.
Right.
What do you think about that?
It's still hard to not get punched in the face by Jamal Hill. That motherfucker's fast. Switches
I know, but he
time.
has a coach that literally just fought him recently. Like it's like he's gonna tell you what he's gonna do.
I like the unders under 4.5 in this for sure. But man, dude,
no, I mean Hill to me has a puncher's chance, and I just don't like that's it. I just think the better technical striker again is gonna be that has more upside, even to win a decision. I think is Pereira. The leg kicks are huge for me.
Yeah,
and they both have the same amount of power, and the strike. I mean, yeah, Hill can land and knock out Pereira, but I think Pereira can land and knock out Hill too. So I got to go with Pereira. He's more active. He's not off an injury as well. I actually think Pereira's fought the better competition overall.
Isn't that funny? Avery did pick Pereira, and he's like the meanest looking guy in the UFC. She's like, yeah.
Yep, him. She's like, oh yeah, him.
Yeah, Jama.
So I mean, I'm pretty confident. I wouldn't say like Pereira is my top 3 competent pick of the card, but I am confident.
Yeah, I'm confident Jalen Turner will make weight here. The one time he missed weight, I believe that was in Abu Dhabi when he fought what's his nuts?
He normally makes weight.
Yeah, he made weight on short notice against Bobby Green.
I thought that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, this guy has 1 round of cardio and he's done. He got done around 1. There you go.
Yeah. Not sure which Achilles, but he switches stances.
He does. Which
can
lead to both legs getting destroyed.
Yeah. I think you can I like Jalen Turner parlayed with
I think
the under in this fight, the under in the bowl.
If you want to be even safer in the Turner fight, do the under 2.5.
Yeah.
And because that covers Moicano taking the back and maybe getting some crazy submission.
Yeah.
And then see I don't know. Like this isn't a parlay card. And I love parlays. And I just can't do any of this card. There's too many single bets to do that are better spots to do any parlays. I mean, if you want to do Weili and over 1.5 rounds with the Turner under 2.5, love it. There you go. There's your parlay.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty safe.
Definitely is. So, man, we still got 548 people here. Everybody smash that like button on Twitter or on here if you can. It'll help the little algorithm, maybe get us some more people here. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. What you got to say to everybody for this good show?
Yeah, do you want to do a little parlay bet?
Ladder
for
challenge?
300? Or do you want to do a ladder? Do you want to do a ladder or just like a parlay bet?
What do you mean?
Like just a bet, just like a UFC 300 bet, like a parlay bet.
But let's make it a ladder.
Okay, give me your favorite leg. Do you want to
I like Jalen Turner.
Do you want to do a big parlay, like 2 each?
2 what? 2 fights?
2
each?
legs? Yeah, 2 legs. Your best 2 legs.
Yeah, give me Jalen Turner.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Oh man.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm gonna try.
Give me Turner and then the Bo Nickal under
1.5.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Them's my 2.
I'm gonna do. Now, can I do stuff that you don't like?
I mean, I would prefer you not going against my bets. Like who? Who you want?
I don't know. I was thinking
Rat Dick. I know you don't want that, dude.
Let's do. Yeah, do. I don't want to put him in a parlay. I like a single
Rat
bet on
Dick?
him. No, I like a single bet only on him.
You throwing Charles in there?
Do you want to do? I'm down with that.
I mean, it's your
Charles is in. And let's go. We don't have a bet on this fight, but we both agree Diego Lopes. Just money line.
So many better people. How about
what?
That's such a risky fight.
You tell me.
Who did you pick between I mean, we could throw with throwing olives on there, the line's gonna be so good. We could throw in Weili Zhang.
That's what I was gonna say, Weili.
You know what I mean? Something easier. Because it's all should all depend on
So if we do Jalen Turner under 1.5 in the Nickal fight, Charles Oliveira and Weili.
How about Kattar? Fucking like Kattar. I like Kattar more than Diego Lopes. Trust him more.
Let's do Weili. How about that? It's plus 523.
Nice.
We're getting all the value from Charles.
Yeah. All of it.
All right. I'm going to put it in a little chat here.
Hell yeah.
So we got, let me write this down. See, Turner under, okay.
True that. Appreciate you coming out, Shady, Paul, Rem Dog, Brandon Olsen in the building, McGee, Ruby Ranks, Derek, Izzy, will Alex Leg fix that? And maybe that's another thing too. I mean, maybe Jamal Hill can take him down if Yuri and Bruno Silva and all them dudes are taking him down.
I mean, if Jamal Hill is getting his legs beat up, he's gonna shoot for takedowns. But it's not gonna be good for Jamal Hill.
If he does and he can get him though, that'll wear on Alex. I'm telling you that graphic.
Yeah, but it's gonna wear on Hill too. Like Hill doesn't wrestle.
Yeah, but you seen what happened when he grappled with Thiago Santos all the time and still knocked his head. But he was dead gassed. But I can't wait. It's gonna be such a good fight. Alejandro, appreciate you coming out. Anakin, appreciate you coming out. Benino, DG, Shady, of course, our dude, Jumbo Loco. Snerius in the house, man. What is up, Snerius? He said, I got Figgy and Zhang parlayed. I don't mind it. Rem Dog. Let's see. Who else? We got Colostrum. Derois was here. Ryan Bell. Who else do we have earlier?
Got Mushroom.
Dev the Dude, Mushroom. Tam.
Carlos,
J1K Flow, Johnny Newquest. This show, as always, is sponsored by John Newquest. Thank you for the donation, John. We really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Still haven't found my best favorite 35-year-old and over fighter. Maybe Darren Elkins or Nate Landwehr. Now
those guys are good. Both of those guys are fun.
Yep. But everybody, man, that came out made this show awesome, dude. We still got 545 people here. We really appreciate you guys so much coming out every single week. Next week is an off week, so I'm not sure if we'll be doing a show or not. We might just do a show and get on and joke around and stuff and just talk with people, and we'll do maybe like a UFC 300 recap, maybe something like that,
and then just talk with the chat for a little bit, maybe a quick show.
Yep. And then this Friday on Johnny K's channel, we're going to be doing a live show with me, Johnny K, Dravi, MMA, and Free UFC Bets, who's awesome and super sharp, both them dudes. So that's going to be a really good show, man. So like I said, man, we really appreciate everybody coming out.
Put up the parlay real quick for me.
If you guys want to grab some blood money gear, FaceMeetFist, all that stuff is in the description, the links, help your boy out. Johnny K picks right here. Turner money line under 1.5 Bo Nickal, Olives money line, and Wei Lee. All that looks free to me. Plus 523.
Here it is.
And then Baby Bloods. What was Baby Bloods was Armand, Pereira, and Max. She picked Holloway.
I wonder what that is. Let me see what it is.
That's probably a lot. That's probably a lot. When you got Max, Pereira, because them are even and then an underdog. And then you throw in. I should have had to pick Wei Lee and Zhang. You should not win that one.
That's plus 503. That's almost as good as our parlay.
Yeah, and that one's a good thing too. She killed me on. She killed two of my bets, man. But yeah, man, we just appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with us, and it's us versus the bookies. So let's all smoke them this weekend. Like I said, we'll see you guys Friday night. And we just hopefully everybody has good luck, man. And we all win some money off these punk ass bookies. I hate these bookies, dude. I hate it. So we will catch you guys later, man. See ya.